buddy, I pressed the wrong button. But hello! Hopefully you're all having a good day. We're going to hopefully finish that one visual novel that we started last week. I'm very curious on what we're gonna get after we get drowned by a mermaid. I'm all discombobulated. I pressed the wrong button and now I'm just like, brain? Brain, are you working? Oh gosh, and I also forgot to mute my phone, but that's okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and get that all set up. Also, I changed my tracking just a little bit. Just a little bit of a smidge. Also, I forgot to open a bunch of things. Oh no! I just realized I forgot to open the throwing system. Let me open that real quick. I'm good at streaming, right? I'm very good. I'm very good at streaming. I've done this for a year and a half. I know what I'm doing. That's me. That's me. But yes. I also changed my tracking just a little bit. So stuff might look different. I don't know. But we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I am liking it a little bit more than the RTX tracking stuff. So hopefully it'll be a mainstay. Okay. Anyway, let us get the little dating sim open. And then once we finish with that, we can go and do some art. Since it's only a short stream, there we go. Steam a struggle in there. Since it's just a short stream, once we get to the art, not gonna lie, it's kind of gonna be something with Majima I drew. But that's okay, hopefully. Okay, let me make sure everything is good. Okay, so now I can go on over to this screen and actually have the correct transition. And then... does my thing have a bunch of sound? Do I have a bunch of noise? Do I have not the thing? No, I do have it. Okay, I don't know what's going on. That's okay. Okay, so let us go back to the cabin. Okay. You agree to meet with the mermaid come sundown the following night, then make your slow, stumbling way back up the cliffs, then to the cottage that you purloined as your own. Once indoors, you settle down upon the pallet, and then you close your eyes. The sighing of the wind outside and the distant roiling of the waves against the rocks do not disturb you. You feel, after your midnight encounter with a mermish kind, quite at ease, perhaps prematurely so. What happened to the icy fear which prompted your frantic flight through the forest? Where has that all gone? Do you not think you are being a bit complacent? No? Oh well, you will. I like how threatening the narrator has been. The following morning, when it arrives, is cloudy and overcast. It is not a particularly pleasant morning, but at least it is not raining. That is some small consolation. You rise from your straw pallet, stretching, and then glance about the interior of the fisherman's cottage. It looked dilapidated at last night, when much of it was obscured by the shadows, but it looks even more so when subjected to the morning's light. The cottage's interior has a distinct disquieting appearance of having been abandoned in a hurry. There is a broken pottery strewn upon the ground, and the singular wooden chair, which once must have stood by the singular wooden table, is lying on the floor. The doors of the cupboards, meanwhile, are ajar, and the shelves within depressingly bare. A quick search reveals a handful of edibles, but there is precious little to be getting on with. If you wish to live here comfortably, you will have to look into foraging. You ate very little last night, and your stomach is empty. It was the malcontented rumblings of your stomach, in actual fact, which roused you from your slumber. But your body seems to be very far away indeed, much like the gray clouds which choke the sky. You are not thinking of your own physical discomforts. You are dwelling, instead, upon the events of the night prior. You cannot help but think of the mermaid. Did you truly meet an aquatic maiden last night during your nightly stroll when you could not sleep? It sounds unreal, especially now that the sun has risen and the shadows from the night prior have dispersed. You cannot quite believe it. It must have been a dream. But why, then, can you recall it so very clearly? You help yourself to the scant food and drink available to you, all the while thinking of your next course of action. Now what do? You plan, of course, to return to the shore come nightfall, so that you might once again see the mermaid, but the night will not arrive for quite some time. You need to find some means of keeping yourself occupied until then. The uninspiring interior of the cottage does not furnish you with any particular ideas, so you decide to go for a walk. Your souls still ache after your extortions last night, but if you go slowly, you ought to be all right. That is what you hope, at least. You do not want to spend much longer than you have in the fisherman's cottage, no matter how cold it might be outdoors. It almost as cold inside as it is out, and in any case, the cottage is far too small. You leave the cottage behind you and set off. You do not know where exactly you are going, but you suppose it does not matter overly much. You do not have any particular destination in mind. Your meanderings lead you to the cliffs, which are steep and sharp. The drop to the shore is a perilous one, so much so that you have to wonder how you were able to descend the cliffs the night prior to meet the mermaid. You are rather more determined than you ever realized, though I, of course, could have told you that much. You are surprisingly capricious for such a small, slender human. You walk along the side of the cliffs, keeping a sensible distance away from the drop to the shore. You might have survived last night's excitement unscathed, but you do not fancy trying your luck. It would be so like you, really, to avoid a drop to your death in the darkness, only to stumble during the morning's light and take an irreversible tumble. Your fortunes have never been the fairest. Your meanderings along the cliff reveal to you all manner of curious flora. You thought the night prior that the cliffs were weather-blasted, but you can see now that your assumptions were incorrect. There are flowers here, very warm and bright, like the sun's light during the summertime. Or, you think, with a flush of pleasure, the fair hair of a mermaid whom you are certain you spoke to last night. These flowers are so very like her hair that it is uncanny. You step towards the flowers, drawn towards them, and sink to your knees. The tall grass brushes your ankles like a caress, the morning's dew wetting your skirt. Your clothes are getting damp, as are your legs, but you do not care for this minor discomfort. You have just had an idea. Why not make a gift for your new friend? You are sure that she would appreciate it. Why would she not? She told you in a voice which was steeped with dolor that she had been feeling lonely. You want to see her again, and when you next see her, you would like to make her smile. It is with this thought in mind that you begin to pick the flowers which are growing upon the cliffside. These flowers do not have any thorns, and their delicate stems snap easily enough between your fingers. You take care when plucking these flowers to leave the substantial amount of stem intact. You will need these stems so that you might twine the flowers together. You mean to make them for your mermaid a diadem. Okay, I don't know the meaning of that word, but I feel like I've heard it. I don't know. Something she will be able to wear in her hair. This tiara is certain to suit her. She is so pretty, anything would suit her. You continue to work, slow and steadfast, as the weak sun shines. It takes time, but you are eventually able to fashion something you are satisfied with. You only hope the mermaid will feel similarly. If indeed she does exist. Carefully, you pocket your makeshift diadem, then decide to forage for some food. You discover during your search some fruit trees whose sweet burdens are enough to fortify your spirits, for the present at least. It is fortunate, really, that you are so excited about your moonlight rendezvous with the mermaid. If you were less focused upon the future and dwelt more in the immediate present, you might have more of an appetite. The emptiness in your stomach assuaged, you return to the cottage, whereat you mean to wait for the setting of the sun. There is very little to do, you soon discover, in the cottage other than checking the cupboards and sweeping the floor, occupations which both feel depressingly pointless. There are no books to read either, with which you might pass your idle hours. You do, however, busy yourself with trying to light a fire so that you might ward off the cold. This time is horribly slow in passing, in part because you have precious little to do, but also because you cannot stop thinking of the mermaid. Will she really return to the shore as she said she would? Can you truly trust her? Oh, I hope that you can. If she were not present at your designated meeting place, you think you would die from disappointment. The seconds continue to trickle by, unchecked by any hourglass, and as they do, the sun sinks beneath the horizon. Part of you worries, however, that it might still be too early to search for the mermaid. Will she be there yet? You sit there, your stomach tied up in anxious knots, and as you listen for the wind which buffets, I guess, your windows, you hear it. I feel like buffets would make more sense than buffets. The sound is faint, but you recall it well from the night before. There is a single solitary voice outdoors, tempest-tossed amidst the roiling waves. The voice is a high, clear one, silvery, if indeed voices have colors, like a finely polished dinner plate in a noblewoman's home. The voice belongs, of course, to the mermaid. Who else do you know with a voice as angelic as that? Relief begins to bubble up inside you, a relief so potent you feel dizzy from it. She did not abandon you after all. Why, you wonder, did you ever think that she would? She said that she wanted to see you. Did you think it a mere nicety? Buoyed, as if by a gentle breeze, you hurry to the door. With trembling fingers, they are trembling, I presume, from excitement rather than fear, you seize the handle, then turn it. Then you step out into the dark, inky night. You walk towards the cliffs, as you did the night prior, beneath the cover of the inky blue sky, the wind moaning fitfully with every step you take. Your soles still ache from your expedition of the day prior, but you are able to ignore this discomfort. It seems irrelevant, really, when compared to the prospect of once again meeting the mermaid. You have known her for only one night, yet she has come to mean more to you than your own well-being. You would do anything for the mermaid if she asked it. Well, almost anything. You hurry down the sharp incline of the cliffs to the shore, almost stumbling in your scuffed brown shoes, which really were not built for rock climbing in mind. What would be the almost? Like, because I think the character doesn't know about the other routes that we've taken, but I don't know. So frantic are you in your attempts to once again make the mermaid's acquaintance, you very nearly fall. It's a good thing that you still have enough sense about you to regain your footing, otherwise this tale would come to a premature ending. Eventually, you make your way onto the shore, then approach the jagged outcrop of rock whereat you last saw the mermaid. Like the night prior, the mermaid is perched upon these rocks, her fair hair strewn about her shoulders. When she sees you from across the shore, she ceases her singing, and her eyes light up, or at least they seem to. So you have returned to me, my hero. I think that was the voice we gave her. The mermaid says, and then lightly she giggles, or perhaps I should say heroine. Her praise makes you blush. You do not feel worthy of it. Nobody has ever called you a heroine before. You do not even think of yourself as a heroine. If the story were made about you, you rather think that you would be a supporting character, one without her own voice. Oh well. You are not interesting enough. The mermaid seems to think that you are, though. She's staring at you delightedly, as though you are the one person in the world she most wishes to speak to. The thought makes you tremble, but not as much as the mermaid's gaze. You tell the mermaid that you do not think you are so very brave, but she dismisses your awkward remark with a laugh. I think you are. I saw the way you scaled those cliffs. I thought that was very heroic. Oh, so she saw that, did she? Then did she see how you slipped down the cliffs, grazing your palms in the process, and how you very nearly fell? You have never been the most graceful of girls, but to have your failings exposed before a being as poised and as perfect as the mermaid, it stings a little bit. More, in fact, that the resultant grazes on your palms, your clumsiness wrought you. You tell the mermaid that there was nothing so very heroic about all that. You were simply excited, that is all, to see her again. You weren't thinking. Well, that makes the two of us. I was excited to see you again. She was? Naturally. I had a very good time speaking to you last night. I'd hoped we might resume our correspondence. That is why I came to the rocks a bit earlier than usual. I was waiting for you. Did you hear my song? Yes, you reply with a nod of your head. You heard it all the way in the abandoned cottage. It called out to you. That was the general idea. I was singing for you. She was? You do not think that you are worthy of the mermaid's song, but if she does not mind dedicating her voice to you, then... Well, who else would I dedicate my voice to? There is nobody else to hear me. That is a good point, you suppose. Shyly, you look back at the mermaid. You thank her for her song. It is very beautiful. Then tell her, before you can lose your nerve, that you have prepared a present for her, too. Oh, have you really? You have. It is a small thing, nothing more than a silly trinket, but if it would be too much of an imposition, then, with clumsy fingers you reach into your pocket. For a few moments, you fret that your near fall down the cliff might have damaged the delicate chain nestled within it, but your worries are in vain. The chain is surprisingly sturdy, given that it was made with only a few flowers, and it has held firm against the odds. You handle the chain with great care all the same, however, as you hold it out, presenting it for the mermaid's approbation. It was for the mermaid that you fashioned this chain. You thought that it would look nice nestled in her hair. You were pleased with the chain that first you made it, but after looking at the mermaid, you have begun to reconsider. The mermaid's beauty is otherworldly, so much so it almost hurts to look at her. Your flower crown, by comparison, seems a very meager offering indeed. The longer you hold your gift out, the more unworthy it feels. You have half a mind as the seconds elapse to snatch your silly, wholly unworthy gift from the mermaid before she can judge you too harshly. But the mermaid's lips curve upward into a smile, and in a voice so full of gratitude it makes your heart throb, she says, "Oh my, did you make this for me?" "Well, yes," you reply, still feeling a little flustered. "You saw these flowers earlier when you went for a walk, and they made you think of her." Not, you hasten to add, that you think her beauty is comparable to these flowers. They are far inferior when contrasted with her good looks. You simply thought... You are unable to get the rest of the sentence out, however, because the mermaid interrupts you. Not rudely, but with something resembling compassion. Perhaps she pities you. She must be able to hear how your voice is trembling. Can she also see the way your hands tremor? Oh dear. Faint heart never won the hand of a fair maiden, you know. What happened to all your confidence? I think that your gift is a wonderful one. I did not at all expect it, but it really is pretty. You look at your feet, too shy to meet the mermaid's gaze. Then you say very quietly that you are glad that she thinks so, but she does not need to spare your ego. You have precious little of it left as it is. The mermaid seems touched by your shyness. Perhaps she likes her prey to be self-conscious because she smiles. I am not simply saying things to spare your ego. I am not like that. Humans might spout platitudes as easily as they breathe air, but I do not compliment others unless I truly mean it. Is it not the point of speech, to have an earnest dialogue with one another? If one party in a conversation is withholding their true intentions, their conversation is impossible. Playing games is a waste of my time, particularly given my time above the surface is so very limited. Oh. You blush at this, more deeply still, and survey the mermaid beneath the full fringe of your eyelashes. Then, she really does like it? Did I not just say that? You humans are so very funny. What with all your second guessing, she was like that too, in the beginning. She? My friend. The mermaid's answer is a simple one, but it makes your stomach clench regardless. Ah yes, her friend. How could you have forgotten about her? She used to make me gifts too, you know. Gifts like this one. She would pick flowers on the cliffs over there where I cannot tread. The mermaid gestures with one hand to the cliffs, which tower above the shore, tall and imposing as though to stab the sky above. And she would fashion them into crowns like this one, and bracelets. I was appreciative of her tokens, though she was similarly shy when first she presented them to me. She did not seem to think very much of her handiwork. You and her are remarkably similar, really. There is no guile in the mermaid's voice, but her words have rather taken the wind out of your sails. Of course the coward gave the mermaid gifts. Why would she not? The mermaid is beautiful. She is so very beautiful, like a tutelary goddess. She seems to invite tribute simply by existing. Were you more religious, or more irreligious, maybe? You might even consider worshipping her, though in essence, is that not what you were doing with your flower crown? How silly of you to think that your idea was an original one. I might be accustomed to gifts, but it has been a long time since any human has bequeathed me with anything. This is a pleasant surprise. I'm truly thankful for your kindness, dear one. The mermaid leans forward on her rock as to pluck the circlet from your fingers. Her benevolent smile all the while is unwavering. And now that I look at your gift more closely, I rather think it is a superior quality to the gifts my old friend once gave me. Now, this is enough to make you start, if the touch of the mermaid's fingers upon your own was not. Could your silly gift really be better than those she once accepted? I think so. My friend's trinkets were all rather clumsy in execution, though I cherished them nonetheless. They were very precious to me. They did not last for very long, though, not when I took them with me to my home beneath the ocean. The water soon rend the fragile links between the flower stems asunder. Your diadem, however, seems more sturdy, but it is, by the same token, very delicate. You must be very good with your hands. You think back briefly on your disastrous sewing lessons in the past, of your numerous failed attempts to thread your needle while the other girls laughed at you, and you blush. You think the mermaid's praise might be a touch too effusive. You tell the mermaid as much, but she only laughs. I do not think so. Now. The mermaid places your floral trinket upon her head, over her long fair hair, which then surveys you in a manner which seems almost coquettish. I'm absolutely sure that I didn't do that one right. What do you think? You think that the mermaid looks radiant, though it is less because of your gift and more because of her natural looks. You tell the mermaid this, though not in terms quite this glowing, and she giggles. You are selling yourself too short. I think your gift is lovely, really. The flowers rather match my hair. Yes, you answer with a nod of your head. That is why you picked these flowers. She is all that you have been able to think of. I am glad that you have been thinking of me. I, in truth, have been thinking of you, though I do not wish to say as much. No? No, it would be embarrassing to confess how much I have been looking forward to our reunion if you did not feel similarly. I do not care to pine for humans from afar, but if you care for me as I do you, then it makes me feel less alone. You hasten to reassure the mermaid, your face aflame. Do you ever stop blushing? Goodness gracious, that you do not care for her, that you do care for her very much so. Just reading like a Your Name fan fiction thing. It's like, do you ever stop blushing? You have not known her for very long, but she has certainly made an impression upon you. She is such an easy conversationalist that time slips by when you are together, and it does not hurt, of course, that she is so pretty. I have heard it, yes, that my looks are rather appealing. My old friend was similarly complimentary. I cannot blame you humans for being so taken with me, when my form is so very graceful. Your legs seem rather cumbersome in comparison to my smooth, sleek tail. It must be so very depressing to lumber about on land as you do, living your days beneath the harsh sun and the cool, unfailing moon. Sometimes I rather think I pity you. But the surface is a good deal brighter than it is beneath the surface. I will grant you that much. You agree with the mermaid, still feeling flushed, that there are some perks to having legs, an agreement which makes the mermaid giggle. I am certain that they are, though you cannot explore the ocean steps as I can. I presume you have never tried it. You shake your head, no. You have never thought to do so, largely because you have never been so close to the sea before, not in all of your life. You did not have much opportunity for nautical exploration in the past. You were not allowed to go anywhere then, save for the local church. It was quite a lonely existence. Well now, that is a pity. You were kind enough to give me a gift, fashioned from flowers which grow where I cannot reach them, so perhaps I ought to return the favor. The favor? Yes, that is right. It would seem only fitting that I give you something that can be found in the ocean steppes. Perhaps you could look at it as a form of cultural exchange. Oh no, you protest, your eyes wide. You couldn't possibly put up such a burden upon her. You did not give her a gift, after all, because you wanted to receive anything in return. Anything other than her friendship, that is. Her conversation is more than enough to satisfy you. You do not need any physical presence on top of that. The mermaid does not seem convinced, however, by your naysaying. She raises an eyebrow, even this gesture is performed elegantly, and says, If my company is all that it takes to satisfy you, then you are easy to please indeed. But please, do not rebuff me. I am offering because I wish to do this. It's gonna be art after this. We're just finishing it up. But hello, Rocket. But yeah, there's gonna be art later. But for now, we need to be drowned by this mermaid. Or whatever she decides to do. Remember what I said. I do not say things for the sake of it. Well, you murmur, if she really doesn't mind. Of course I do not. Now wait there. I will not be very long. It would be rude to abandon my new friend in the midst of a conversation. The mermaid turns her attention towards the clear mirror-like water which shimmers beneath the moonlight. Then she dives. Her body arches elegantly through the air, her long, slender limbs cleaving through the surface of the water with nary a ripple. The mermaid's face is first submerged, then her torso, and at long last her tail. The water rushes forth to envelop her, as though it has been waiting for her. It submerges her. It swallows her. Then she disappears from view. The mermaid is gone, but you are still there. Well, now what are you to do? There is nothing that can be done, you suppose, save waiting. You stay there for several moments, watching the black water lap against the shore. The breeze howls mournfully, like a wounded animal, as it buffets your hair about your face and your torn skirt around your legs. Time elapses, but how much of it? While you stand there, fretfully, feeling as ostentatious as a maypole. Mermaids are known for eating, man, so be prepared for a meal, right? It's like we're either going to be drowned or we're going to be eaten again. When will the mermaid return? Will she ever return? You're starting to worry. Is that all you do? When, look, over there by the rocks upon which the mermaid once sat, the water is rippling. It looks as though your new friend has returned. The mermaid pulls herself onto the rocks, using a surprising amount of upper body strength, then smiles at you. I apologize for the wait. I hope I did not make you worry. You were worrying, but you're not half so honest as the mermaid. Mermaids might be spoken as a devious tricksters who lure sailors to their deaths, but they are in actuality very sincere. Just little typos here and there. They are much more sincere than most humans. Perhaps that is why your kind fears them so. There are few creatures who inhabit this world whose capacity for lying is greater than your own. Even now she lies, right? You tell the mermaid that you are not worrying, and she answers with a wry smile. I'm not so sure about that. This mermaid is wilier than you are giving her credit for. She has seen straight through you. But no matter. It took me some time, but I will finally be able to retrieve you a gift. I do not have the means to turn this into a pretty piece of jewelry, as you did with the flowers, but I wish to give it to you nonetheless. I do hope that you like it. The mermaid leans forward, then holds her gift out towards you. Her slender fingers unfurl about it, like the petals of a flower being folded back, and... Oh, what a pretty gift it is! The ocean might be deep and dark, cold and unfeeling, but the same cannot be said for the object which glitters upon the mermaid's palm. She has fished, from the depths of the water, a beautiful shell, one which shimmers prismatic colors beneath the moon's light, which, much like the tail, scales on her tail. The shell is so very pretty, it quite takes your breath away. You look at the shell worriedly, your teeth biting your lower lip. That is a bad habit, you know. You will make yourself bleed. And then ask the mermaid if this is really all right. Would a gift like this not be wasted on you? Of course not. I want you to have the shell because it makes me think of you. It does? How so? I thought it should be obvious. The shell is a lovely find, as are you. Oh. Did she just call you lovely? Surely you must have misheard her. You can scarcely believe it is an awfully lot for you to take in, but... Now why are you gawping at me like that? The wind will change, you know, and then your face will be stuck like that, which would be quite the shame. You would waste your good looks, which for a maiden such as yourself would be nothing short of a tragedy. It seems as though the mermaid really does think you are pretty after all. The mermaid with her smooth skin and her fair hair. You can scarcely believe it. There's something almost laughable about the mermaid's compliments. How could she call you pretty when her looks are so immediately obviously superior? Tongue-tied, you look at your feet. You do not know how to reply to the mermaid. Does cooling Zephy... What? Cooling Zephy lovely get a... What? Oh, calling me lovely? I don't know. maybe a thank you? But... like, it doesn't get me flustered, if that's what you're asking. You do not know how to reply to the mermaid. You have half a mind to refute her words, to tell her that you are not that pretty, really, but you feel that might look rude. You do not want to rebuff the mermaid's well wishes. There's nothing for it, then, but to take the shell which the mermaid retrieved from the ocean's depths for you. You do not think that you are worthy of it, but neither would you refuse it. Now that is a surprise, the mermaid says, amused as you reach for the shell. I did not think you would be so bold enough to take it, or not without more coaxing on my part. Sorry, this is a new phone. It's dumber than its predecessor. Oh no! Hopefully, soon enough it'll learn how to do it. You have exceeded my expectations. What a good girl you are. Your heart flutters with this praise. It flutters all the more when your trembling fingers brush against the mermaid's palm. She presses the shell into your skin and your own fingers tighten up around it. The shell is sharp and pointed and it digs uncomfortably into your skin. It hurts, but there is pleasure in the pain. This too feels like a gift from the mermaid. You do not want to spurn it. Even pain can be a precious thing when dealt by one whom you care for. As long as it's consenting, my goodness. You never knew that before. You hold the shell to your heart, which is beating in a regular rhythm, and look at the mermaid. Then very softly you thank her. That is quite all right. You seem very fair after you shared part of your world with me. I wish to share part of my world with you too. Humans cannot normally descend beneath the ocean's depths, and even if they do, they cannot remain there for very long. You are far too fragile. Would that I would bring you with me to my underwater kingdom where we might be together. The mermaid's melodic voice trails away, suffused with something resembling melancholia. Is that what I sound like? Like, geez, oh no. Eh? She sighs. Then she shakes her head and smiles. This will have to do for the present. Please take good care of that shell. Look at it from time to time and think of me. That would make me very happy indeed. The days pass, following this nightly encounter with your aquatic acquaintance with almost intolerable slowness. You endure the hours of sunlight as best as you can for long, bracing walks amidst the heather, foraging for berries and fruits amongst the hedgerows. You even, when you have mustered up enough courage, take an old fishing line uncovered in the fisherman's cottage and try your luck by the shore. Your initial attempts at angling are without success, but as the time passes, your proficiency in the art grows. Sometime after you take up your rod, you find that you are able to catch the odd fish here and there, small scrawny things mostly, but the meat goes a ways to bolstering your rudimentary diet. You teach yourself how to remove the scales of these saltwater fish that you have captured and how to gut them. Is it a shell or her scale? It was a shell. It's, oh gosh, it's those ones. I think it's the ones that you put up to your ear and it's like, hey, you can hear the ocean. I think it's those. But, like, it's the one with the little spikes. The little spikes, I think. I don't know. They're, like, I feel like they're a shell that you see a lot in media. But, like, I don't know what kind of shell it is. You learn, too, how to cook them over a simple fire. Sometimes you skewer these fish of your own on spikes and roast them slowly, innards and all. You are able to sustain yourself well enough during the day, though the faint pangs of hunger you experience never quite go away. Conch shell. I think so. I think that's the right one. Your physical discomfort, however, is secondary when compared to your desire to visit the mermaid. Your days might be dull and drab, but your nights comparatively are made of magic. It is only during the night that the mermaid emerges from beneath the waves, and when she does, you hurry to her side. You have never before had anybody who took so great an interest in you, not until you met the mermaid. That is why she has grown to mean so very much to you. She's the first friend you ever had, but if you do not temper your obsession accordingly, I fear she may very well be your last. You care little for the potential danger, however, which lurks beneath your interactions with the mermaid. You want only to show the mermaid how much you value her, and you hope, within time, that she will come to value you too. If you keep seeing her, surely she will stop thinking of her human friend whom she lost so suddenly. That is your plan, at least. Fortunately, your self-serving wish to grow closer to the mermaid seems close to being granted. I like how this is the only one where the main character is like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be in danger. I've read stories about mermaids. I know what they do. Your nightly conversations, when you greet her, come easily enough, words tumbling from your mouth like thread. You've grown rather comfortable with the mermaid's company, and she yours. She must have, for it is not long after you bequeathed your diadem of flowers to the mermaid that she looks at you, then posits a curious question. I was wondering, dear one, whether you would mind indulging me. I know this might not seem like an appealing proposition, but I thought it would be remiss of me not to ask. I have seen some of your world, for I have sat on the shore for many, many nights hence, but you have seen nothing of mine. It seems unfair that I should know some of the world that you inhabit, while you know so little of my own. So would you care to come with me beneath the ocean's waves? There is much that I wish to show you, sights that cannot, I fear, be accurately represented in language alone. I forgot I share a name with a raccoon, so I have to change my fan art in spite. Oh no! Oh, true. True for Rocket. Oh gosh. Yeah. Words can be awfully stifling when it comes to the communication of experiences such as this. It is quite the florid speech, but at the heart of it beats a simple enough request. The mermaid wishes to bring you beneath the ocean's surface so she might show you her home. You were flattered initially that the mermaid wishes to show you something so personal, but after this flutter of flattery, there comes an uncomfortable sense of unease. The mermaid might feel at home beneath the water's surface, but what of you? You are a human girl with two awkward, ungainly legs, and you were not made to live under the ocean. You frown, and mistrustfully, you look at the ocean. It is late at night, as it always is when you speak to the mermaid, and the water does not look blue. It appears instead to be obsidian. The waves moan as they break against the rocks, which jut out of the shore like a mighty dragon's bones. They sound angry, violent almost. Salty sea spray arcs through the air, caught in the moonlight. It shimmers, sharp as knives. Hesitantly, you take a step back. You are a little afraid of the ocean, it is so restless, so deep, and so all-consuming, it reminds you of a hungry monster. You have never submerged yourself beneath the ocean before. You never had the opportunity. You do not even know how to swim. You are fearful for your own safety should you consent to dive beneath the undulating meniscus of the water, but God, imagine if I didn't catch that sooner. I click on my spicy fan art tag and I may be into weird things, but I feel like so. Oh gosh, yeah. Yeah. You do not look so frightened, dear one. Or do not look so frightened, dear one. I will be with you, and I will not let you go. You have my word. Shyly, you glance at the mermaid. She's still perched upon the rock, her hands folded neatly upon her. Well, she does not have a lap, not really. You are still afraid, but the mermaid's reassurance does help. Has she not told you numerous times that she is nothing if not honest? You trust her not to break her word. She will not leave you beneath the waves, abandoning you to cruel, lonely fate to become the food of so many fish. I mean, she says that she's not lying to us, but, like, is she saying it in red? Of that you are certain. That is why, despite all of your misgivings, you find yourself nodding your head. If that is what she wants, then you will accompany her. You are interested, too, in what lies beneath the ocean's surface, out of sight. Oh, I knew that you would agree. Thank you so very much for humoring me. I will endeavor to make these next few moments the most memorable you have ever experienced. These will be your last memories as I drown you in the ocean. Now, would you care to come with me? I shall be your guide. Actually, no, from the pattern of the previous ones, this is gonna be fine, and then we're gonna fall asleep in our cabin, and she's gonna just like, we're gonna wake up underwater being like, ugh. I gave Lance Fisher a new Twitter page, and my first post is funny. Lance Fisher? The ocean's depths might be dark, but I will not let you get away from me. I promise. The mermaid extends her hand towards you, a hand which seems cut through the moonlight, just like a blade. The moon's celestial rays play against the mermaid's upturned palm, so that it shimmers. The mermaid's hair, too, is glowing, backlit by Celine's glow, so that she almost looks like an angel. Her beauty is such that, for a few moments, you cannot do anything, neither step towards her nor back away. You feel frozen in place, rooted into the sand like some shore-growing tree. You still do not understand why the mermaid has taken such an interest in you, but an old adage does occur to you. You ought not to look a gift horse in the mouth, or ignore the pleas of a graceful, dignified mermaid. You reach out, your hand shaking like a skinny bough of an ancient tree, and find the mermaid's hand with your own. The mermaid's fingers curl up with your own. Her nails, only now notice how sharp they are, digging into your skin. Though the mermaid herself looks very soft, her grip is surprisingly strong. Yeah, Lance, my pen name. Because if a publisher wants to fight me for my names, I don't lose my real or stream names. True. You do not think if she willed it, she would be able to get away from, you do not think if she willed it, you would be able to get away from her. But why would you want that? She does not mean you any harm. Now, let us be on our way. There is much that I see in my underwater kingdom. I cannot wait to show it to you. But it's dark. I won't be able to see. Do you have a light fish? Do you have a lantern fish? The mermaid turns towards the ocean, as do you. A brief moment passes, one during which you allow yourself to stand there, your hand claimed by the mermaids, as the wind buffets your hair and your skirts. You inhale deeply. The smell of the salt is heavy on the back of your nostrils, so much so that you choke on it. It is not a particularly pleasant smell, but you have grown accustomed to it after living in your tumble-down cottage by the shore. It is nostalgic almost. You have a vague feeling as you stand on the precipice between your world and that of your aquatic companions that you might never be able to smell the salt in the air like this. That is just a silly assumption, though. Or supposition. You are being foolish. The mermaid will return you back to the surface in due time, will she not? You hope that she will. You, unlike her, cannot breathe underwater. You open your mouth, meaning to ask the mermaid about this fact, but you are not afforded the opportunity to speak. The mermaid has already shifted, her fingers still twined about yours. She dives forward, her body slicing through the surface of the water like a knife, and you, inexorably, are dragged along with her. Let's get Brother's Grim Little Mermaid up in this place. Oh my gosh, right? The water rushes forwards to meet you with a sudden, shocking rush. The mermaid's descent might be graceful, but yours is anything but. You do not know how to position your legs, and your limbs feel awfully ungainly. The shock of the water as it touches your skin, meanwhile, is intense. You do not think that the water would be this cold. No, it is not just cold, it is freezing. It feels as though all the warmth has been sapped out of your skin. If your head was not already beneath the ocean's waves, you would gasp from it. You do not gasp, however. You cannot. You have already been submerged. Your body no longer feels as though it is your own. Your hair is unspooling behind you like thread, and your skirt is fluttering. Your body rocks to and fro as though being soothed in a mother's arms. It is a curious feeling, but it is not wholly unpleasant. If only it were not so cold down here beneath the ocean's depths, you might find it relaxing. It is dark under the surface of the water, yes, but you have not ventured so very far, not yet at least, that the glow of the moon cannot penetrate its depths. Your surroundings are illuminated, though faintly, and thanks to this precious illumination you can see the schools of fish swimming about you. Their scales all glisten as they arc through the waves like rainbows. They do not look like life forms. They appear instead to you like to your fairy tale-addled mind, to be ancient relics brought to life through some strange arcane sorcery. Cold enough water will throw you into shock and force you to inhale, right? It's just like, okay, how long are we gonna be holding our breath here? Because we did not gasp for air before coming in. They are pretty. No, that word is not significant enough. They are beautiful. You did not know as you stood upon the shore how very full of life it was beneath the water's surface. The mermaid is cute, but she's terrifying. I mean, like, all of them so far kind of are in their own way. You did not know either how very beautiful these aquatic denizens of the deep were. You have never seen fish like these before, not in real life. You have memories, vague, hazy memories of dissecting a fish once in a particularly gruesome biology lesson, but it feels like a very long time ago. You had to dissect a fish? My goodness. I mean, squid count, right? So I guess I did also. You would far rather think of your present than dwell upon the past. But the seconds pass, and as they do, the mermaid continues to swim, leading you deeper and deeper into the ocean's depths. What kind of fish was it that you dissected? Because if we're counting squid, then yes, I did. But if we're not counting squid, then I have not dissected a fish. Once you were close enough to the surface that the moon's light could still slice through the waves, now it is so very dark that you can scarcely see. Your vision is beginning to blur. You can feel an uncomfortable pressure weighing down on your inert body. You have descended, you realize, with a ripple of anxiety. Too deep. Humans were not meant to descend into these depths. The water, once cold, now feels freezing. It caresses every inch of your exposed flesh as if to sap what little warmth you might still possess. You shiver, and when you do, you swear that you could hear your teeth chattering, despite the water which stops your ears. The water is stoppering up to your nostrils. There is so much water down here at the bottom of the ocean. It is endless. The mermaid might be able to breathe underwater, but you are not so very fortunate. Your body is far less sophisticated than hers, and it requires oxygen in which to furnish your body with continued strength, not salt water. Also dissected worms, starfish, a shark, frogs, pigs, and a goat. My goodness, we just dissected a squid. And then the teacher made calamari out of it afterwards. It was pretty good. It was my first and maybe only time having calamari. It was pretty good though. The thought of trying to inhale the endless water which surrounds you makes you shudder. You'd rather not attempt it. You do not have gills. When will the mermaid take you back to the surface? Surely she must know that you have fast begun to near your limit. You have been under the water for too long. It is too cold, and it is so dark now, in any event, that you cannot see much of anything. The joy you once felt during your underwater adventure has begun to dissipate, just like the last of the oxygen you still possess. It is time to return to the surface now, but how are you to communicate this with the mermaid? You cannot speak, and she is not looking at you. She is staring, instead, fixedly, at something beyond your comprehension, something very far away. Perhaps it is in the underwater gloom that you cannot see. Not knowing what else to do, you try to pull your arm free from the mermaid's grasp. You hope that this will signal her that you have grown too carried away that she has grown too carried away in her endeavors, that she ought to cut short your expedition and return you to the shore. The mermaid does not react, however, to your attempts to escape her. Her grip does not slacken, as you had hoped, from around your wrist. In fact, it is quite the opposite. It feels as though she is gripping you more tightly than she was, as if to prevent your escape. But why would she do that? You tap on the mermaid's shoulder to get her attention, a gesture which prompts her at long last to turn. Her fair hair billows about her, suspended in the water like a shroud. Then she says in that calm, measured, incredibly reasonable voice of hers, "Yes, dear one, what is it?" Thanks, school got canceled before I had to dissect a Gosh. But I think I dissected a squid? Yeah. I almost dissected a crawfish, but the stalk started growing a mold. I'm allergic. Oh gosh. If you could, you would open your mouth to reply to her, but alas, you are a human girl and not a fish, and you cannot speak underwater. Any attempt to do so would accomplish naught save filling your pretty little mouth with water. The mermaid really ought to have considered that before she started to ask you questions, but your comfort seems to be the last thing on the mermaid's mind. She smiles at you gently, delicately, and says, "I understand. Being underwater for so long must be beginning to take its toll. Do your lungs feel like iron? Are they heavy?" So she does understand your woes. You might not be able to speak, suspended as you are in the dark, murky depths, but communication is not wholly impossible. You nod your head empathetically, hoping that this will be enough to make your distress apparent, but yes, that will happen. It is a natural part, or so I have heard, of drowning. Not that I have ever had the opportunity to experience it for myself. I am incapable, you see, of meeting my demise in such a manner. Now what was that? What could she mean? I mean, the mermaid answers, can she remind that this is a calculated act upon my part. Forgive me, dear one, but the moment you consented to sinking beneath the water with me, your fate was sealed. Your lungs will be flooded with water soon enough. Then you will die. It is not a pretty way to go. You needn't worry about your corpse bloating, disfiguring, or being eaten by fish, though. I will take very good care of that, I promise. In death you will look lovely, almost angelic. Is that not what you always wanted? You do not know what the mermaid thinks it is exactly that you want, but you think she is laboring some severe misunderstandings. If I get a large beetle, the first one that dies is getting dissected. Oh my gosh, I think that'd be fun. I met someone who does like bug taxidermy, and that's actually really nice looking. You would like to try and correct her. You do not want to die, but of course you cannot open your mouth. What a pity. Well, at least it saves me the effort of transcribing your dying pleas. I doubt they would be particularly interesting. If you want to know why I'm doing this, then I would not mind obliging. I have no secrets to keep from you. Other than the secret, perhaps, that upon your first meeting she nursed within her cold fish heart the desire to bring about your watery murder? You might have liked to know that before you agreed to sink beneath the ocean's surface with her. I'm only doing this because I have no choice. The other girl I liked, after all, the one whom I adored, disappeared. She went away, and I was never again afforded the opportunity to see her. You remind me of that girl, though you do not look much alike. You do not act very alike either, but you are both humans who, despite your delicacies, have no shortage of determination. How your kind is able to live when your lifespans are so very short, and you are susceptible to so many diseases, is a mystery to me. Though my lifespan far eclipses your own, I am far sturdier. I cannot help but marvel at the tenacity of you humans. I know that if I were as fragile as you, I would not be able to exist in this world. I would be far too afraid. I would see my own death lurking behind every corner. Just as you can see your own death looming before— Just as you can see your own death looming before you, it is not so very far away now. You can feel it coming closer and closer, enclosing its cold, icy fingers around your throat. You humans are incredible. I cannot help but respect you, weak and pitiful though you are. If I get bugs, I'm going to preserve their exoskeletons. Noise. Corpse rot slower in water than they do underground or in open air. Ah. So yeah, she'll keep us safe and eat us before we even start to think about rotting. She respects your tenacity so much she wishes to extinguish it? That does not make very much sense. Perhaps my words are confusing you, but it makes perfect sense, to me at least. My beloved cohort left me. I do not know where she went or what happened to her. Perhaps she was murdered by bandits. Perhaps she contracted a horrible disease. Perhaps she simply fell and cracked her skull. I do not know. I will never know. For many, many days and many, many nights, her disappearance tormented me. I could not help but wonder how it came about, but there were so many possibilities I could not imagine all of them. This thought terrified me. It still does. That is why I am going to take you to my underwater kingdom with me. There we can be together forever. Nothing will be able to tear us apart then. I will brush your hair and I will dress you in the finest pearls found from the bottom of the seabed. It will be very lovely, much, much lovelier than any sort of miserable existence you might have been able to eke out above the water. In my citadel, you will never be attacked by bandits, nor ravaged by diseases. You'll be quite safe, I promise. Quite safe, yes, and quite dead too, surely. Well, yes, that is the very unfortunate aspect of my plan. She considers your death nothing more than a mere misfortune? The mermaid might be simply surprisingly cold after all. But perhaps you ought to have predicted this. She is part fish. Are fish not cold-blooded like lizards? You probably learned this at some point during biology class, but your lessons are beginning to feel very faint and far away now. Your body is beginning to fail you. You cannot take much more of this. It is a necessary sacrifice, though, if you are to be happy. I am doing this for you, you know, for both our sakes. I do apologize for tricking you, but please, try to understand. I have really been lonely. You would be more inclined to sympathize with her, perhaps, if her loneliness was not ushering you into your inevitable demise. But you are too preoccupied with your dwindling reserves of oxygen to feel much in the way of anything of your captor. You can feel the pressure of the water against your eyes. They are beginning to ache. Perhaps you are crying. You do not know. The water masks much of your anguish. You've been drifting underwater for almost 3 minutes. That is a remarkably long time to go without air. Your vision is beginning to cloud. Your surroundings, already dark, look darker still, unpleasant and obscure, and it is not at all like the paradise the mermaid promised you. The pain of being suffocated slowly is far stronger and far more oppressive than the sensation of the mermaid's hand wound tightly about your arm. Is there no escape for you? The prognosis, I am sorry to say, is grim. Your fate, as the mermaid said, really was sealed the moment you met her, luxuriating on the rocks beneath the moonlight. But you'll forgive me if my sympathy is limited. You did bring this upon yourself, you know. You reap what you sow, and in your case, you made a series of bad decisions which led to your untimely demise. Now, what do you want to do? Will you accept this fate of yours and rest in peace, or will you try to fight against it? I will save here. Oh, I probably could have saved there. I'll save there instead. You gotta fight against the fate. We know fish are cold-blooded? Okay. I like the look on your face. It is a look full of determination, a self-shamed determination which first prompted me to take an interest in you. I can tell that you are not happy with this ending. You did not come all this way, after all, to drown. That is quite the indecorous demise, regardless of how many fine stones and shells the mermaid means to twine through your hair after your death. If you wish to carve out a new story for yourself, then I would be only too happy to indulge you. Just try not to get on the bad side, or good side, of any homicidal naiads this time. The drowning of fair maidens is something of a cliché. Your fate is once again in your hands. Now I wonder, which path will you take? I guess we give up. So, you've come back here, have you? That does not come as much of a surprise, though presented with 3 potential paths, it is not as though traversing any of them would have any particular impact upon your ultimate fate. In the end, You were always destined to return here. Did you really think you had a choice? How hopelessly naive of you. I thought that you were smarter than that. Your breath, which once escaped your lips in sharp, ragged breaths, is now on the verge of petering out altogether. Your lungs feel deflated, as though they have been punctured. Your blood is rushing through your temples in a heady, overwhelming surge. Your stomach, meanwhile, has twisted itself up in knots. Your body feels heavy, your legs in particular. They no longer wish to obey you. You take a stumbling fall forwards and your foot gets caught in a tree root. You are certain that you passed this root once already and that you sidestepped it, but perhaps your memory is beginning to fail you, just like the rest of your body. What a lovely face, but by no means is a lovely end, although it pains me to escape and die in a beautiful way, or will you give up and accept your fate, right? You gasp, surprised, and pitch forwards, dull and senseless like a sack full of potatoes. Your arms hit the ground with a crack, one which makes you cry out in pain. Tears begin to bead on your eyes, wet and salty. Tears which you cannot stymon. No, that's not the word, but the best... You are not as resilient as the gravedigger, nor as carefree as the princess. If you lived underwater like the mermaid, then nobody at the very least would be able to tell that you are crying, but you do not, and I can. Believe me, I can. Your arm arches dreadfully, but at least you can still feel it. Your poor feet, meanwhile, have gone quite numb. You would try to stand had you the energy, but you know, as you sit there dazed, that this would be a futile effort. You cannot stand, not any longer. It hurts too much. You really have been through a lot tonight, haven't you? I fear that I have not been very kind to you, but you ought to be accustomed to hardship. Why then are you crying? You always have been a crybaby. That is why they teased you so much. It is because they knew they would be a guaranteed reaction. You are very predictable. Even now, after you tried to borrow my power for your own purposes, you have not changed it at all. As you sit there sobbing, you hear, or you think you can hear, footsteps approaching you. There to your right is the snapping of a twig. To your left, the telltale rustle of leaves. Your every sense feels razor sharp, honed to a knife's point by anxiety. You are so panicked you feel as though you are going to be sick. If you want to vomit, then why not? There is no shame in it. There's nobody here to judge you, nobody but me. I have always been here, you know. I'll always be here, no matter how fast you try to run, or how far. Did you really think you could escape me? Poor, sweet child. You poor little fool. I did tell you, did I not? A contract with a witch is binding. No amount of physical distance between the both of us could ever sever it. I told you I would never let you be lonely, and I meant it. But I have had rather enough of these little games. It is time for me to collect my collateral. Okay, is she cute? A soft gasp escapes your throat as you feel arms wind their way around your back. Naturally, you know whose arms these were. They are mine. I have been watching you all night, but this is the first time I have reached out to you in so direct a manner. Did you not expect me to be so forward? I can hear your heart fluttering in your chest. It is beating very quickly, like a startled rabbit's. Your breaths are short and sharp. It is a cold night, and though I am holding you, you are still shaking. I wish you would not tremble so. Everybody fears the unknown, but we are not strangers. We have spoken before, have we not, when you first called me forth from the ether, using that book you found in the library? You were desperate enough, then, to turn to the occult for help. You pleaded with me to use my magic on your behalf. You begged me. You implored, and you entreated, and you wailed, and you whined, and though I had some reservations, you forced my hand. I had no choice, not in the face of your desperation. You do not want to be lonely anymore. You wanted to have a friend, someone who would always be there for you no matter what. You wanted somebody to love you. Is that not what you demanded of me? Is that not what I had given you? You might think me wicked, but I think you were being awfully cruel to yourself to run from me after I made all of your wishes come true. I did think, you know, about punishing you for running away from me. I thought of poking your eyes out so you might never see anybody other than me. Though, I thought of cutting off your long, lovely hair so that nobody might ever think you were beautiful but me. I thought of breaking your legs so that you might never be able to escape from me. I turned all of these intriguing ideas over in my mind, but I am a merciful witch. Though you hurt me, I did not wish to hurt you. You asked, after all, that I love you, and that is what I did. I have drowned you in my love. I have buried you beneath my love. I've swallowed you with my love. You have always been a sad, lonely girl, one who has been starved of affection. Nobody has ever cared for you. Your life has been a barren, empty wasteland, one devoid of any fonder feelings. That is why I had to drown you, you see? That is why I had to bury you. That is why I had to swallow you. In the end, I was doing you a favor. So wait, were all the girls just her, but in disguise? Short hair is cute, long hair is cute, yeah. In the end, I was doing you a favor. I was doing it all for you. In that sense, you are very lucky. Do you know that? There are few people in the world who've had the privilege of being loved to the brink of insanity quite this many times in one night. There are few people in the world who can claim to have been loved by a witch. You have experienced so much love it ought to have slacked even your unquenchable thirst. You know, now, what it feels like to be adored. I have more than upheld my end of the bargain. Now I think it is time for you to do the same. From this night forth, you and I will always be together. Then I shall be able to love you endlessly. You will never be lonely again. That's so cute! She's got little bones on her dress. That's cute. If you're 20, you're older, cute, right? Because when it's like in the 18 or 19 section, it's just like, that's still kind of sus. They got some growing still to do. Because a lot of brain changes can happen in that time frame. Okay, so I think that was it, actually. We actually reached the end, I believe. Wait, there's one more image. Weird. Okay, well, I don't know what else to do for it, so I'm gonna call that good. The extra thing was actually a little bit shorter than I anticipated. Okay, so that being the case, you're 18 or 19, you're still an awkward teen, absolutely. It's like you gotta find yourself still at that time frame. Okay, so let me see. So that actually works perfectly. Man, I mean, there was that one other image, but like, I don't know. Maybe that's what happens if we're like, yeah, okay, yeah, we'll give in to this fate for all of them. Because I know I think it gives you achievements for it. So I don't know. Anyway, let me do this real quick. Okay, so let me get everything set up. So since I just have 2 hours for art, I'm thinking of doing some line art for a little art piece. Hello, Pistol Whip. I saw that you were streaming earlier. How was your stream? No raid today. I'm here. Ah, I see. Yeah, we just finished that one visual novel where the girls kill you with love. But it was interesting. The narrator was a witch. I think there was like technically more that we could have done. But like I just wanted to see what kind of character the narrator was, because I knew the extra character was going to be the narrator. So I just wanted to see. And we saw, and she was cute. She was a little skelly witch. She was very, very cute. And I think it's very much implied that I'm like saying this while I'm getting everything adjusted on the other screen. It's very much, I think it's implied that like she was the other girls and she was like disguised as other girls. Because she was like, oh, my love was enough to consume you and drown you and bury you in my love. So there's that. So more than likely, I feel like it would have been a good idea to like have more world building, maybe, because there was like a little bit of hints that there and this and there, and like I said, I could have also probably not actually finished it, but I don't know, because I was tripping over the words a lot, that I was just like, okay, let's have at least a little bit of closure. Okay, let me do something real quick here before switching over. And okay. Deadly love is the best kind, yeah. I'm on the new computer. Ooh, Ooh, nice, nice, nice. I'm glad that you were able to get it all set up and nice. Okay, let me get all of my stuff adjusted. I gotta do a bunch of stuff for art streams, but that's okay. Okay. What's Zelf Wild building? Eh? I'm mad my snack bar fell out of my mouth. Oh no! Also, I saw that heckin' I'm drawing my OC, by the way. But I saw that brain work with me. Oh, thank you for the resub, Lisa.
16 wow Riseth EBA.
How are you doing? We're just starting on the art. I gotta keep setting up stuff really quick. Because we finished off the visual novel. The narrator was a witch, and she was cute. Not as cute as Bioto, but still cute. Okay, the music's a little bit quiet. There we go. There we go. What is your world building? Oh, I don't know. If you're asking for lore, I don't have lore. One day I might. Oh gosh. But as of right now, it's just like, I just exist. Oh gosh, I need to, It's like when I don't figure this out at the very beginning, I forget how to do everything. Okay, let me open my tablet picture thingy. Boop, boop. There we go. Okay, now we're official here. Good big lurkies because I'm cleaning my store's bathroom. Aw, nice. Well, not nice, but like, at least with it being cleaning the bathroom, that means that it's almost the end of the day, right? Okay, let me see. How big do I want to have this? We'll have it be just a little bit bigger. Just a little bit. Got to give your art more pizzazz. Wait, what? What do you mean? What pizzazz? What other pizzazz does it need? It's just in the sketch. But yeah, because when I was thinking of lore, because in my mind I was just like, oh, all VTubers have lore, so I need to have lore. And then I was just like, brain empty. Brain a little empty. I saw the emote and wanted to show it off. Fair enough. It is really cute. Let me actually zoom into it a little bit. Oh, that's cute. That's so cute. I might have to look into that VTuber because whenever I find a gobbo, I wanna look into it for my elf. My elf likes gobbos. Change my model to be more accurate to my character's lore. Nice. Still need to think of bunny lore, yeah. Because honestly, like the only thing that I can think of was just like, oh, I went into a human village and saw a little like idol performance, and I was like, I want to do that. And that was as far as I got. But it's just like, that's not very lore. That's just like, I don't know. Elf likes gobbos. They do like gobbos a lot. Do I want it to be like, yeah, that might actually look a little bit better. Maybe. But yeah, today I figured like we would finish that little story and then I would draw. I figured that I honestly thought that I wasn't going to have like this much time, but this is actually great. I'm a big fan of Cute Goblin Revolution, yeah. So like the dragon horde being harder to obtain, being a show of power is a good idea for your lore. Maybe. Because the thing is, like, I hoard a lot of things, pretty much. But like even with like you Eggies are technically part of the horde. But like I just have a horde of hordes essentially. I got the pin horde, I got the game horde, I got the figure horde, I got the Eggies. Yes. These are more forward. I like how my Spotify is just like, I'm in a Kagamine mood. And it's just like, you go, Spotify. Do I want it? I don't know. I want it like a off black instead of a full black for the line art. Maybe? Wait, no. Maybe? No, it should be fine because there's actually a lot of dark colors and they might get lost. The lines might get lost. Remember I had that story where you started writing your lore? I vaguely remember that, I think. Did I even make my canvas bigger? I feel like I didn't. You know what? Double. Go big or go home. Now I don't know what size to have my brush. I'm a mess. I'm a mess. Oh, there we go. I got more detail in there. But yeah, I vaguely remember that. That was months ago, wasn't it? Aren't we all messes? That's true. That's true. Especially me with me drawing my OC on stream, but it's cute. They're being cute. It's fine. I feel like the mermaid route for that game was actually like the shortest one. Like it might just be me, but I feel like that one was actually really short in comparison to the other ones. I wonder, it must have been because it's like that was the only one that like you weren't living with them, so you could only meet them like a few times. Very interesting, the differences. It's harder to romance a fish person, true. Because like the princess, it's just like, hey, yeah, you're my maid now. And then with the gravekeeper, it's just like, you're like pretty much the only person in this village right now presently, so you know, you're a lost traveler. I'll let you be in my house. But like with the mermaid, it's just like, Because like with the other characters, it was a thing of like, you're fantasizing about your stories, and then you come across their house. Or wait, did you? No, I think for the grave digger that you run into her first. I don't remember. But like, I don't know. But then it's like, you know, they let you in, and then they have like the whole heartfelt moment. I'm gonna redo this one. You have the heartfelt moment, and then you fall asleep, and then you wake up and you're dying. Or you're going to die. Where it's like, there wasn't really that like heartfelt emotional moment with the mermaid, now that I think about it. It was just like, yep, you gave me a gift. I guess. No, well, okay, maybe I'm remembering wrong. Because you did meet her, and then the second meeting you got the thing, and then the third meeting she's like, I will drown you now. Yay. I forgot the Crunchyroll mascot was a VTuber. Yeah. I feel like they don't utilize her that much. Doesn't Netflix has like a VTuber character, right? I don't think they've done anything with her like since. Also, let me fix something. I changed a lot of stuff with my tracking, and I keep noticing that my eyes are like going wild. So let me fix that real quick. Oh gosh. Okay, I feel like that's a little bit more normal. It still widens a lot, but like not as much from just looking over. Oh no, I covered the chat. I can't see. No, Netflix better not have a VTuber. They did. It was like a sheep looking character. It was actually really cute, but like they haven't done anything with her, so they might have just like debuted her and then just put her in storage. I need to just redraw this whole inside of your mouth. Actually, okay, the top part is fine. That part, the rest of it, nah. But yeah, at least I remember her being like a cute little sheep. I don't know. Because I think I'm trying to remember if it was like near my debut that happened or not. I'm curious now. Let's see, Netflix VTuber. Yeah, she was a little sheep. Enko me Kurono. She's very cute. She had like, I remember in the debut, like, you could tell that her facial movements were like toggles. But I was looking at the manga Crunch has and saw a lot of Crunchyroll Hime, and yeah, Crunchyroll does take care of theirs. Yeah, let me actually search Enko me Korono and see if they've done anything with her like recently. Yeah, that was towards the end of April of 2021. I don't think they've done anything with her ever since. Yeah, I saw her my Twitter noise because I think I know Crunchyroll Hime and Miku are like girlfriends, or at least were at one point. Now I'm very curious about the Netflix VTuber. History. Okay. There's nothing past 2022. Oh no. Enko entered a period of relative inactivity in 2022, with her February 22nd, 2022 video on My Anime List being the last full Enko video. Oh no! She lasted a year, though, after a hiatus. YouTube shorts featuring her continued to be posted monthly up until May 1st. Despite her inactivity, Enko achieved a major milestone with her first VTuber Wait, she did a collaboration? She played werewolf with other Japanese corporate VTubers, including Mirai Akari. I keep forgetting about Akari. She's old. She's been there for a while. Nebase Kokoro, Otsuta Eru, Inside Chan, Mark 1 and Mark 2, Weatheroid, Sanrio's Natsumi. What? Who's this Sanrio one? Oh, they're cute. They got little stack of pancakes on their head. That's cute. Sanrio has a lot of cute characters, honestly. Natsumi Renge is a VTuber debuted by Sanrio as an actual real-life employee. What does that mean? Will this be on the test? I don't know. I just got taken down a journey. Can I get to know Hime and become Crunchyroll's unofficial horror mascot? That would be fun. I don't know. Boo. But yeah, I'm kind of surprised that, like, I'm kind of surprised by, like, the design of Sanrio's VTuber, but that was actually really cute looking. Oh, fun fact for the Akari VTuber. She was designed by Kay, who is the person that did the original box art for like Miku, Rin and Len, and Luca. So that was like their big thing. Was that got them like a lot of popularity, was being drawn by Kay. But her stuff was pretty fun to watch. I remember like watching, I don't know if I like found, no, I don't think I found her through it. I think I found her through Kizuna, I think. But I remember watching a few of her VR chat videos. And that was old VR chat. But that was like one of the things that like made me want to like try it out, and then I opened it up, saw one person walk up to me, and I was like, nope, I'm too socially anxious for this. Because that was gosh, I don't even remember when that was. That was it was definitely pre-2020, but I don't remember exactly when. I remember it was before the Knuckles thing, I think. If that's another good timestamp, I think, maybe. All right, I'm going back to work. Have a good, yeah. Hopefully the rest of your workday goes by smoothly. You don't have any last second customers. Let's see. I'm also changing, or not changing, but like my OC's look has been like changing a little bit. Just being like vaguely influenced by certain things. Nothing specific. I know that made it sound like I was having it be like certain things, but it's just my brain. I got told to clean my YouTuber, which is funny because that's how I learned of VTubing in the first place. What? My goodness. My goodness. I feel like I've seen a clip of a scenario like that. I could be wrong, but that sounds familiar. That, or you like told me about it. I don't remember. But yeah, how was I able to sketch this out so nicely? I probably should have drawn the other eye before drawing their hair. Okay. But with mine, The first time I saw VTubers was Kizuna Ai. It was a clip of she was in like the bar area where she would like read like comments and like respond to them in a video. That or it was on streams. I don't remember because I don't remember like seeing those actually on her channel when I was watching it, but it was along that time frame. I'm trying to remember if it was like before the audio clip where she's like you. But like I don't know, it's been so long, honestly. But I just remember like seeing it and being like, "Oh, that's relevant to my interests a little bit." And I was like looking into it. And like I know I've talked about this like before in the past a few times probably, but like I like at one point was trying to figure out like how she went about it, because like she had, there was a Miku Miku dance file of her model, and I was like, ooh, does that mean that it like works with Miku Miku dance? And I was like just kind of vaguely curious about that. It's like, I could do this maybe, but I don't know how. But it was just like a little passing thought. And I was like looking into other ones. I remember, I don't remember like the exact order. But like there was Akari. There was, I think her name was Sora. I remember like a lot of people were comparing her laugh to like a dolphin squeak. Like it would actually have like the dolphin emoji when it was like subtitling her laugh. And she was like very snow themed. She also liked first person shooters, I think. And then there was oh gosh. There was the one with like the really long name. But they were like a fox girl, but like the whole thing was, it was like an old man. Let me look it up. Ojisan Kitsune Virtual Nojarori Kitsune Musume YouTuber Oji-san. Yeah. Which I remember like watching a few of his videos, cause he had like explained a method of his tracking, which I think was like a very unconventional method, especially at the time, cause it was, I think it was through Blender, or was it Unity? I don't remember. All I remember, I was looking at that and I was like, this looks too complicated for my little brain. No, a lewd VTuber I'm on friendly terms with was doing that trend where you post a picture of your desk and you have, oh, desk. Okay. I thought you meant, yeah, because you said deck, so I was thinking like a deck of like Yu-Gi-Oh or Magic cards. And you have something sus on your monitor, and I replied with a photo of my desk as a joke, and let's just say it's been 2 years since I cleaned my desk, so very dusty. Oh no. I need to tidy up mine, because I get it kind of clean, and then I end up piling stuff on it again. Looks at I thought there was a fourth bowl. No, I took that one off. Okay, so there's 3 bowls. There's some wrappers for Pokemon cards. When did I get Pokemon cards last? There's my phone, of course. There's a spoon. There's some napkins. There's various doodles on receipt paper. Is that is a wrapper for a straw. Oh, there's a cup. I think there's another cup, like hidden behind my mouth. I'm bad. And then I have, miscellaneous decorations. So I have like I have my little Halloween corner. I have 2B and 9s in front of my second monitor. Yeah. But yeah, I remember watching that person for a little bit. And I was just like, I don't know. Like, I think like half of them were corporate VTubers, I think. I don't know which ones like were actually corporate and which ones were like indie. But it wasn't until Kizuna I collabed with this one VTuber called Kaguyaruna that I was just like, I want to do that. And so I was like really looking into it. And it was like really early on. And so the only method that I like really could find that didn't involve a webcam, because I didn't want to buy a webcam at that point, was like to use this one program that I think I actually have still on my computer. Yeah, Miku Miku Capture, because I was like, yeah, this obviously works through Miku Miku Dance. So like this is a Miku Miku Dance model, so like obviously this is the only method that I can do. And so I got a Connect for this, I think. That, or I had one lying around. I don't remember, honestly. But I instead of buying a webcam and finding another method, I was dead set on trying the method of getting of the Kinect, and also the little cable that has the Kinect actually work with the computer. And then I was doing my best to actually have it work. And I tried so much. When I saw Project Melody on, I don't think she was with Miss JoJo yet. Probably not. I mean, doesn't she? Does she still not like do that? Or am I mistaken? Elizabeth's planned Halloween outfit. It's time to start working on. Oh gosh, it is. Honestly, I don't know. Because I could have it be my Higurashi model, but like I feel like that would be I don't know. It takes me so long to rig things, dude. But yeah, I actually have videos of me testing. She does, but I think she moved to a different site. Fair enough. Because I think there's a good handful of lewd tubers that have moved, or like not moved, but like do that stuff on the side. It shows up on my For You page every now and again, and it's just like, okay, I don't even follow you. Where is it? I know it's somewhere in here. Yes. So let me pause. How's the best way for me to have this be captured? Can I capture it like this? Yes. Okay. Okay. So this was me. This was my first test of doing the tracking. This was a work in progress model. So I didn't give clothes, or I didn't give a shirt. I was like, I'll find a shirt later. He has very big hair. But yeah, this was the movement. Why is it? There we go. I was like, I'm gonna try to do the dance, but I think the face tracking was the animation for this dance. And the head was like, I think, yeah, the face was pointed like just towards the camera, I believe. It just came in and was just like, I'm not sure, because I never found one. I was never able to track one down. And then this was the second test where I was testing within Miku Miku Dance itself, and then within Miku Capture. I don't remember which one was which, but you can tell that it did not track my head at all. It was either point directly towards the camera 100%, or just follow the body. And then this is silly. This is a whole 3 minutes, but yeah, like this point, like it tracked the body really good for the one method. It kind of gave up in the other method, and both methods just didn't track the head at all. And so I was like, well, I can't figure out how to fix this. So I just gave up. and then heckin' and then I saw Nanners be a VTuber, like, pre-VShoujo, and I was like, oh, I can do that? But yeah. Horror surprised OG cat model, yeah, back when I was a cat girl. Bear bras. Was girl DM using for... She has a new one? Wait, does she have a new one? And I think... I know a lot of people with like the really good 3D tracking have like an iPhone setup. That you were gender ambiguous doggo beforehand. No! No, I basically when I was still thinking that I was cis, I was a cat girl. I think up until 2017? And unless you're talking about with my persona, then yeah. Then I was a doggo. She used live 2D models until she found a new 3D program. Interesting. I guess I forgot about that. I think because I like only had first heard of Girl DM with the 3D model. I don't know. But I do like her magical girl one. Imagine being cis could not be me. I'm too lazy to explain people my utter lack of care I put into gender concepts, right? It's like gender is an interesting concept. That's why I like non-binary, because it's like an umbrella term that you don't really have to explain all that much. Because there's a bunch of different flavors of non-binary, where it's just like, I could sit down and have all the intricacies, but like, you know, if I'm feeling low energy and someone asks, I can just be like, I'm non-binary. Just they them. They them, please. But like there's psych that goes by he they. And then, you know, people can still use self hey. There's so many different flavors of non-binary. My cis model was cringe. Give me my poop. Oh my gosh. Girl DM was cute. I know her dress was based off a type of traditional German dress. Ooh. I might have to, for like original outfit. Are we still talking about the original outfit, or let's see? And you get my gender fluid. Yeah, because gender fluid is also under the non-binary umbrella. I mean, gender is treated incredibly weirdly in basically every circle, you know? Yeah, even being non-binary has some sort of mental image attached to it sometimes. Yeah. So many expectations when you really shouldn't expect anything inherent in anybody from something as trivial as sex, right? Because it's like, I think like, I am trying to think of like what the actual like expectation, quote unquote, from non-binary is, other than just like skinny skinny gender ambiguous person, which I mean, like, yeah, that is a flavor. And I don't know, because I'm still like, I know that I'm still like trying to like pin down the like exact little bits, because like I think like my goal would be like just enough on the male side to where like you would be questioning yourself. Imagine gender fluids couldn't be anybody that's TOS compliant. Any gender fluids on Scribblegee bland true. I mean, I would sure hope so, honestly. See, no girl DM. Wait, girly DM. Okay. You have girl DM, standard spooky DM, Halloween, girly DM, magical girl, and okay. Because yeah, I think I need to look closer at girly DM's magical girl outfit, because like I always like see it in like clips or whatever, but I don't see it in like extreme detail that I think it deserves, probably. As most magical girl outfits, I think, would deserve. Non-binary is a sort of sweet spot, usually skinny, flat up top, clothing that doesn't lean too hard in any direction with masculinity or femininity, and having androgynous enough face to leave people questioning, right? Like that's... to some people, that is a goal, true. But, like, not everybody. Not everybody can fit in that, and not everybody desires to fit in that. Because, like, I was thinking, like, my OC is, like, kind of close-ish to what I would want. I have been thinking of, like, where is it? There's, like, a very specific art piece that I, like, have been kind of thrown into a thing of, like, oh, yes, gender, right, I need to think about that. Because, like, what's the best way of showing this? So... so... There was this image that I saw on Pixiv at one point. That, you know, I was just like, something about this. Something about this. Totally not, Majima, don't pay attention to the saga was here. But like that, like, I can't think of a way to achieve that, but something about that is just like, yeah, totally not Majima, don't worry about it. It's not a very specific AU version of Majima from that artist. No, don't worry about it. Let me close that before I forget that it's open. It's totally not, again, Majima, but hello Majima, hello. It's totally not a AU version of Majima, but from the movie, but for Zero. Totally not. That's what I feel is the popular goal, which I'll see because your VTuber model is the total coin flip for gender if you really look at them. Yeah. I mean, true. I know, like, with making my model's face, like, less round, I, like, tried to have it give more gender, but, like, you know, these thighs are definitely a little tricky, you know. But you know, that's just it. Because like I don't know, when I draw myself, it's just like yes, thighs. So I don't know. Had to give him a squish, yeah. But I don't know, because I think I would want to draw a model of myself that's like more ambiguous or more like maybe masculine at first glance for like a second, but like I don't know, because I think I almost think that like if I wanted to get a model like that, I would have to commission someone else to do it, because like I can get it close, but I can't get it like quite right, because a lot of my shapes in my art are very soft and curly, while like something that's more masculine coded at first glance have more angles, which I at the moment kind of struggle with. But I don't know, I could probably like train myself to have it look a little bit more like that, but I don't know. Squish is the moneymaker, you gotta add them, right? And especially to my tail. I don't know what I'm doing here. I made the hair kind of messy here. I don't know. Why are you saying you don't know your model is built like VIRL, so Xephoria needs more mask? I can do that. Because it's like, I don't know how to explain it. Because it's like, it's like a very like specific little window, like that. It's like if I try for it, it's like it kind of misses, but if like I see it and I could be like that. I don't know. Like there's where is it? Why is it not detecting this window? Hello? OBS? Can I show everybody this? Hello? Why is there like 20 million? You're the Chrome tab! Let me look at Chrome! Okay, fine. I'll just copy and paste it. But like, there's this art that I saw. Let me look at the Himtae is the name. Let me start over. HIIMTAE. This image is mixed in with my likes amongst all the Majimos. But like I saw this and I was like, I want this. Like something along these lines. I don't know. But like, I don't know. It's like a very delicate balance. As your model stands, I feel like, in my personal opinion, it's feminine at first glance, but leaves you guessing, like in a femboy way. Yeah! Mostly due to the frilliness of it, but it's got a lot of androgyny to it, even in the outfit and coloring itself. Hard to see what actually gives what impressions. True, yeah. Well, I'm glad that it actually does give a little bit of androgyny. that does actually make me glad that I achieved what I was going for in this model. Yeah, and I think if I did get more, or one that was more like mask leaning, I don't think it would replace this one. It would just be an alternate to like switch in between. Because I still really like how this one turned out. I do want to keep it for a good amount. That's why I made it as a base, so that way I could have alt outfits whenever I get time to do that. But yeah. But yeah, I do like how it kind of gives like the femboy vibe, actually. Because that was also like a moment of gender as well. Yeah, no, this model is amazing. It has an amazing body shape for what you're aiming for. Yeah. Cause yee. Although you might not be able to break past femboy considering the thighs true. But that works. That works for me. I want to sketch Xephi in my style. One more femme and another more mask to play around with it more. Okay. I would love to see. I do have the art tag. It's linked in my bio. There's not too much in there. So you'll be a new addition into the tag after. I think the last thing that was in there was from when I debuted. It's still very nice though. Or actually, I think there was another one from after my debut. I don't remember. Leah crime to wear anything that isn't thigh exposing shorts. Oh my gosh. Well, for this one, absolutely. Although I did have an idea for some pants in one of the alt ones, but like there's this one alt that like I'm gonna have to make like a pant toggle, I think. Because I keep looking at it and it's just like, I want to do these silly little pants, but I also want to do a silly little skirt, and like, and it would be, I don't know. I'm still like theorizing it because it would be like a little punk outfit, like not quite mall goth, but like something along those vibes, like Hot Topic-esque looking vibes. Goth sceney kind of thing. The day Zeph wears pants is the day when it's all over. No. Pant toggle, yeah. So that way it can switch between pants and a skirt. Or like a half skirt. But yeah, the pants are like I'll kind of like sketch it like very, very bare bones like, but it's pants, but it has these silly little wings on them, and it has like 2 sets of wings, so I'll like it'd be silly with my wings, but like I wanna do it. Like I saw a pair of pants that did this, and I was like, oh gosh, I need to do this. Because I think it'd be really fun and silly. I have to actually undo this. Oh yes, rip off the pants. Rip off the pants option, oh my gosh. Adding anything frilly to your pants would help maintain the androgyny of it. Ooh. You do got a point. You do got a point. Like I can have, like those like little waist belts, but then have ruffle on it. Ooh. Ooh. You got a good idea going on there, Dragon Bolt. I might. I'm wanting to go for a Warhammer 40k Gothic style, but not really, but really because I'm pulling from Warhammer inspiration more and more. I'd like to have more punk rock too, yeah. Like, the thing is, I like so many aesthetics that it's, like, really hard for me to, like, pin one down. Because, like, I really like Dakota fashion, or, like, soft kind of styles like that. But I also like Lolita fashion, and, like, I'm actually, like, looking at the Oji fashion subset of it, being like, I want some of that in my life. And so like I kind of tried to take inspiration from both for my main outfit. But yeah, why pin an aesthetic when you can just throw yourself into a washing machine and try all of them? Yeah. Because it gets expensive. But yeah. And it's like, I think honestly, like I kind of missed the mark on like some of the Dakota stuff other than having like 5 of the hair accessories, but like I feel like I need more. I don't know. Which I could add at one point. That's why you live vicariously through your VTuber OC. Yeah. But then instead of time, or instead of money, it's the time of actually like drawing out the model and then rigging it. So it's that little balance, I suppose. The balance of life. And it's like, I don't know, because I just want too many outfits. And it's like, for a lot of them, I have them like pretty close for like what I want, and then there's like a few that it's just like, I would want like someone else to like help with this one. Because like I got the bare bones of it, but like I need somebody to like add that little extra little bit. Because I had my elf help me with finalizing this outfit. Even though I think it was mainly the corset that they were like, you should have this to kind of like help break the top from the bottom. And that I think really helped. But like at one point I want like a an idol-esque outfit. like a idol master type of outfit, which I have the person in mind for a commission like that. I just don't have the money to commission them. I think a lot of androgyny, around androgyny, since I myself have a couple androgynous characters and stuff that I write, which is frustrating because I have zero eye for fashion. But I have to think hard on it in order to bring them to a aesthetic peak. Yeah. Because I have like vague ideas of fashion, but like it's like a thing of like, I know what things I like the look of. I don't know what things look good necessarily together, and I don't know like why certain elements work together is the issue. It's just like, these look nice. Well, I think you've been getting some good stuff down considering your default Zep outfit. Yeah. I mean, like, yeah. like I said, I had help from my elf. So yeah. Cause like, and I also have, I did commission like that one maid outfit that I want to kind of like alter just like a smidge before I make it into a model, but also like they did such a good job on like the back of the outfit that I would want it to be like a 3D model, but like I don't know. Maid outfit, yeah. Have you not seen Rocket? No? Okay, I'll bring it up. I don't think I'll ever finish this 3D Xephoria one. I don't know. I have planned out who I want to commission for a 3D model. It's just a matter of getting the money. Let's see, where am I? Where am I here? Doop, Skeb, and this one right here. I commissioned it from a Skeb artist and was just like, I want a maid outfit with like Dakota inspirations and yeah. There would be a few things I would change, because like I'll make the egg not broken. And then I want to have these I want at least one of them to be NB color. I don't know for the other one. I might keep it a rainbow. So that way it matches with the little ribbon, because it's so cute. I think, yeah. And like I love the little like opening in the back too for my wings. I feel like that was like a really good touch. Also, I find it funny, like most skeb artists change my my little NB ribbon. But like, I don't know. I feel like something a little bit different is fine. With realistic thigh physics, actually scratch that. Unrealistic thigh physics make the thighs look like a glitching Bethesda model. Oh no. I mean, honestly, yeah. And may I ask Elle for help with my outfit and hair, because they sound like they have a better sense of fashion than I do. Maybe. They might have it in the form of a commission. But you might be able to ask. Your hair double blocks it. It's wow. It's kind of subtle, and it's upside down to help it be subtle. But yeah, it's there. It's been there all along. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't think the heart positioning out for that, but you know, I have it bounce a lot, so absolutely incognito. Gotta pluck the hair, dude. No, not my hair. Snarky, I don't have extra cash, and I want to start taking. Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, I'm pretty sure, like, whoever I do go through for a 3D model, because of my tail, and also by extension probably my wings, I will probably have to pay more than I would estimate, more than likely. Just for how it goes. Just for how large it is. I feel like I'm gonna, like, once I go into the 3D realm, I'm gonna have to like bounce back and forth for like the size of my tail. Considering like when I was like attempting to 3D model myself and inevitably gave up, I was just like, man, my tail really do be like half of my body weight, huh? Because of your tail, your 3D model will be 900. Yeah, more than likely. Maybe not. Maybe not like 1,000 more, but like I would probably wager in the ballpark of like 500 more. That's what I would guess, just to be safe. But I don't know. Like I said, I have the specific artists in mind for both for like a full one and then also for a low poly one, because I like the aesthetic of low poly models. If you enter the 3D realm, or if you enter the 3D realm, finally get your tail. No, not my tail. Oh my gosh. And then I would have to think of like what toggles to do for the 3D model. I mean, oh gosh, because I would want to port it to VR chat for like whichever one I get. So maybe I could do like a little tail slider for like if it's too obnoxiously big, I can shrink it. Well, if you ever try and run a Sutta Donathon to help fund a new model, I'll be sure to get the word out for you. Well, thank you. Because yeah, I think realistically that would be like the only way to even attempt to afford something like that in my like current financial situation. But I don't know. I would feel bad. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why I would feel bad, but like, I don't know. A 1007. I guess so. But yes, I will let you know, Dragon Bolt. Look, as long as you set donut goals to compensate people for their money, you don't need to feel bad. I know. So I would just need to think of ideas. And also, like with how my like streaming schedule works, I don't even know, like, I don't know. It would ultimately, I think it would be a thing for like in the future, but like as of right now, I don't know like how realistic it would be. But something to aim for. Because I know, yeah, I would have to look at a lot of examples. I don't know if I would be able to do it like uncapped, but some. But like I can't even have it be a thing of like my elf is away for the weekend, so 48-hour subathon donathon, because like I know they would be like, I miss you. I wish I was at home, and I'd be like, I know. So I don't know. I don't know. I overthink about this kind of stuff. But I think it would be fun. I also need to like remember that like having it be capped is a possibility. I was too quiet for too long, and so Masa just grabbed me. Considering the Discord has been delayed solely due to overthinking, I can finally say that yes, you're a bit of yeah, it's just a little bit. Also with now that Discord is like changing to have invites not be permanent or something. What is the information? Does anybody have more information about that? Because I know I saw it in a passing tweet. What? Okay, maybe because I don't know if it's misinformation or not. Because I just like I said, I just saw it in a passing tweet of like, as long as it's like it has to be like set up as a community Discord to have permanent invites, but like you need, I don't know how those kind of Discords specifically work. Invites have never been permanent. You had to set it to be permanent or an infinite usage. Yeah, like I think I saw a thing that unless it's set as like specifically a community, you can't set it. Okay, maybe it was a fear mongering tweet. Because I would not put it past Twitter to share misinformation. If I give my exoskeleton a more tyrannoid/gothic vibe and my normal outfit gothic rock vibe, maybe that'll work, but I fear it'll clash. It might be possible, but I definitely feel like it has to lean like one way or the other. Look up Visual K styles. That might give some inspiration. That's weird. It might be one of the changes they've been making lately. I think so, because I saw it like very recently. To be fair, Discord has been fumbling the ball a lot in an attempt to make money. Same with Twitter. Yeah, there are just no decent online spaces anymore. Absolutely, it's a struggle. Because like now Twitter's gonna make a change to where like you can't receive a DM unless you are mutuals, I think. So like very, very not beneficial to people who do commissions through Twitter DMs. But like honestly, Honestly, Twitter DMs have been kind of a mess for a while, and so I just kind of like I've stopped looking at like message requests because half of the time they're like, "Hey, I'm a VFX heckin' person. Do you want emotes and overlays for stuff that's totally not clip art?" Yeah, or the sender is verified. Yeah, which is just like, oh. I mean, at the very least, I have like Google Forms stuff set up for commissions, but like it still makes it tough. So now all the bots need to do is buy a check mark to be an exclusive entity in your DMs, right? Cause yeah, like I go for like a long time not even looking at the DM requests that are like hidden underneath, because like for a majority of them are just like, hey, here's a thing, here's a Telegram link or whatever for like working through Amazon, totally not a scam phishing thing. I'm messaging you and 20 other people. And it's just like every now and again I look in there just because, and I see something that's been sitting there for like months, and I'm like, oops. Well, it's too late to respond to that now, huh? But it's just like, it's a struggle. I have no idea how people are falling for you need to pay for verification so that bots can't get in when it's literally only bots and idiots buying checkmarks, right? It's a struggle. But it's like, there's not much really to go at the moment. I hope something shows up soon. Because it's like, I mean, there's a few options, but like none of them are like that. What's the word I'm looking for? That well known? Not that much foot traffic? I don't know what I'm looking for. They only need to scam one person in order to pay back for that check mark. Honestly, yeah. You still haven't responded to my DM. How dare you? I'm sorry. There are a lot of sites to jump to, but none of them are popular at that stage yet. You forgot the word popular. Well, I mean, I feel like there's like another word other than popular. I don't know. Also, yeah, the last thing that you sent me was the video of Mineraru being tuned like really well, and I was like, dude, I've never heard this shark sound this good. I've heard this shark sound good, but not this good. I guess it's for fun, it's just what I do. Oh, no, don't you get nervous. All the people say. But I don't know. Cause like, I haven't really like, posted much of my art in most places for like a while now. I used to like post some of my like traditional commissions on Instagram for a while, but it's just like, I don't know why I stopped, honestly. I mean, I guess because I stopped doing the traditional commissions as much, but yeah, no, you barely post art, which is sort of a pain because a friend of mine asked for you for your art, and it's impossible to get your recent art. Yeah. Also, I don't know, Betty. Cause yeah, yeah. I just have nowhere to, like, I don't know. I don't know if it's like, if I'm like being discouraged by like algorithms or something for posting my art. Cause I mean, I have slowed down in making my art, but like, I'm just not posting it. I don't know why. What do you mean, Black? What is this post you got for me, Rocket? Oh, it's Vesper. It's cute. Funky Zeph Echo, my new phone isn't as delayed as my old one, and you're in sync with my PC now. Nice! I'm doing good. We're just vibing. I'm lining some self-indulgent art, which I need to reposition the chopsticks. Because I just sketched this out yesterday, actually. But yeah. Pay no attention to the fact that I was kind of stumbling over my words when I was looking at Majima. But yeah, I sketched this out yesterday with no references. But yeah, also, I think most of my art has been self-indulgent pieces, and I think that's why I might be not posting them, because it's just like, I don't want like a random person to see my OC shipped with Majima and be like, how dare you? How are you? You're not allowed to have fun around here. Post them. I know. I just don't like I don't know if I should post them to my VTuber account, or should I, oh gosh, or if I should post it to like my totally not abandoned other Twitter account. Because like at this point I don't know if I want to make like, I mean, my other one was technically my art Twitter, but it was also my main. Please post the self-indulgence. It's fine. What do you mean it's funny? How dare you? I shipped them with my OC, and you can't do that, right? This is a personal attack. Totally not abandoned. Totally not so abandoned. Your gender pronouns are. Wait, have I actually not updated them? Are they still outdated? Okay, no, I have updated them. I have updated them, yes. I don't remember when I updated them, but I remember being like, oops. You should post it in your Discord, then let us into your Discord. Just imagine, like, that might be a fun idea, just to like populate the Discord and then invite everybody in there. So that way it's not like I'm bringing you into my empty home. It's just like, look at all my figures and my self-indulgent art, and yes. and these abandoned sketches, yes. I think it was a problem because it was the reason I was getting them wrong a few times. Yeah, the reason I went back into Discord is because there is a good place for an easy art gallery, and that's true. That is true. Maybe I'll ask my friend, I'll have them like come into the server and be like, okay, help me figure out the last of this stuff, and then let me open this. Because the thing is, I don't even know if I have the bots set up right. So that might be a good way to experiment. Is actually have someone join. I'm gonna work on the hand like last. I'm gonna be honest, you're putting in a lot of effort for a small community. I know, I don't know, cause like I think it's because it's like I'm like, I don't know. Like half of my friends don't even have bots. I know. I don't know. Be into the Discord. I don't know. Okay, maybe I'll try to get it. Hopefully this month. Hopefully. I don't know how I'm gonna do the invite thing, but hopefully. Because I should probably have it just like, I don't know. I should probably have it like some friends in there so that way they can keep an eye on it when I can't. I don't know. Honestly, no pressure, don't stress about it, yeah. Someday we'll get like your boss Zeph enough that they'll stop gatekeeping the Discord. Maybe one day. I think I'm going to restart my model because my model's art is so outdated and uses my old separation method, but the idea is there and it should go faster. Yeah, that's honestly a struggle with like going through and making your own model because you see all the little imperfections of just like, I can do better. I think that's why I switched from my 1.0 to this 2.0 like relatively fast. It was more than like a year, but like because I remember it was like I was really close to the end of rigging it and I was like, I should have done this, I should have done that, I could have done this way better. You've made me haughty with this comment. You get this, right? Let's see. Oh, thank you for gifting the sub. The silly bot. Dragon Bolt has been subscribed for 0 months. So silly. This is why I should only work on one model at a time because my art and techniques are going to evolve so fast and the model will always get left behind, absolutely. Because, yeah, honestly, I think, like, my first model, I did the art really fast, I remember that much. At least I think. There were a few stages, that's right. Because I had a totally different, like, shading method. And then I was like, this looks unfinished with the shading method that I used. So I went back and, like, changed the shading, but I still had, like, the same old art lines. So, I don't know. I think now I can cry again in other people's streams. Yay! my little cry emote. My best friend made an entire chibi model before making a new model because she just couldn't handle her half-finished model, which she used for stream from the waist up, having pepperoni cheeks. Oh no! Like I said, it's the struggle. It's the struggle of being an artist and, you know, making all of your things. Because you see all the little imperfections. Because, like, you know, there have been times where, like, you know, I'll get, like, I'll put a lot of energy into an art piece, and then I get done with it, I zoom out, and I'm like, I hate this, you know? But it's just like, I put all the effort and energy into it, and it's just like, And it's like, depending on, like, what stage you're in before you have that realization, like if you get to the line art, like, you can redo the line art pretty fine, but, like, if you're shading and, like, doing the highlights and, like, doing the final little touch-ups, and you have that realization, it's just like, I've wasted hours of my life on a piece that I hate. It will be a struggle. It's such a big struggle. But, like, I don't know. It's constant struggle, but I think my style changes so fast because I'm technically relearning art. Yeah. And it's like, I think I actually had that thought process more when I was, like, trying to tack down my art style, I think. Because there was a time frame where I was like, I'm gonna try semi-realism because I don't have access to my art tablet. And I'm just like, and it gave me like an art refresh, which was very good. And it's something that I like to recommend. Like if you're not feeling your art style, try something else. You draw anime, draw realism. Look at yourself in the mirror, make a silly face, and just draw what you see, and have that be your thing for a little bit. And then just let your art style take you after that. It might revert to anime style, but it'll take the skills and methods that you've learned from the other art style, and it'll improve yours. Because for a really long time, I had what I would call lollipop anatomy. Where it's like, you know, like the heads were like huge anime heads. And then like, you know, just really skinny, almost stick bodies, because, you know, very influenced by like, you know, early 2000s animes. Probably influenced a little bit by Higurashi when I think about it. But, you know, because they also had like a very specific, like similar art style. I don't know. When I was voice acting and with the agency, I completely dropped art, but I didn't pick it up until I started VTubing. Ah. That would make sense, actually. Like putting... It's really hard to like split energy between like different things, especially if you're getting paid for one. I used to be pretty decent at realism since I've gotten a pretty decent talent for copying what I see to paper. Yeah. So like with realism, go to anime, maybe. I don't know. That's what I would assume would be the logical step, but maybe something cartoony based, if not like exactly anime. I don't know. I do art studies, yeah. And it's like art studies are really good because you can be like, okay, what do I like about this piece? And like what elements are part of it for me to like maybe yoink for myself. But also like, I don't know, the person that says like get a little hyperfixation character and just draw them a bunch of times and you'll end up naturally improving. Like, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe there's probably some semblance of truth in that. Flashbulb memories of surgical lights. When all this is over, I swear I'll open my mouth and scream louder than before. I don't know if I learned anything from like studying the Higurashi visual novel art style, but I probably did. And. Well, and on the count of three, you need to be too long. You sure convinced me. I feel like I just like word vomited too much. Almost like I kind of talked myself into a circle and was just like, yeah, this makes sense, right? They did not make sense. I feel like like getting the little hyperfixation character, like in my personal moment, I feel like, I don't know, I've gotten like a little bit better in drawing like something that isn't just like a thick goral body. But I don't know, because there's a few elements that like definitely still like leaning on there. Like I think the legs are like a little thicker than I would have wanted them to look, but I'm just like, this is just silly self-indulgence art. But like I wouldn't have been able to draw this. I mean, I didn't go into the detail of the tattoos, but like me a few years ago wouldn't have been able to draw this. And study the Berserk art style. I mean, let me remind myself of what that art style looks like. Because I think I know what it... Yeah. I mean, like, technically. I mean, I could also probably just watch JoJo and then I'll just osmosis the art style. I'm tired and need her. Oh no, but work is over. I can watch Dragon Knee. We got this far. I'm almost done lining my OC, and then we can line. I guess I'm not almost done, but we could probably go over to lining Majima at some point soon. I am very glad that Psyche seems to be enjoying Yakuza so far. Suddenly starts drawing herself as a hyperjudged shonen protagonist before suddenly and violently going back. Oh no! That would... Oh no! Oh no! That, I guess if I did watch JoJo, that probably would be the natural course of actions, huh? JoJo is only jacked for 3 parts, and it's... Oh my gosh! I didn't actually know that. What? No. It's okay. It's good for horror, but there's a very large difference in men and women in manga, and I feel this could help you. That's true. Like for in the manga, so like the Berserk one. I feel like most mangas like do have like a stark difference. Depending on the genre, they have like a stark difference between like the details in both of them. I remember when I was like first trying to read Trigun, I like read the first volume of the manga. And I was just like, why these girls look like that? Because I was very into Naruto at the time, so I was like, why this lady look like Naruto? I think now that I look back, I'll probably be like, not like that. But I remember that being a thing. But it's just buff reek. Oh no. Like I come back and I just have the angry eyebrows and like the very detailed lips and like I already have the like lines on the bridge of the nose sometimes for some art pieces. It's honestly almost hilarious. Part 4 stays jacked near the beginning, but the last appearance of the protagonist has lots, like 90% of the muscle mass. The author of the series has admitted that he's forgotten how to draw multiple times and has relearned from scratch. Oh no! That's funny though. That's fun. Hello, my name is Xephoria Joestar. My friends call me Zoja. And my life turned upside down when you unlocked my stand. Imagine Dragons. Oh gosh. That's how it. Oh, on this. That's how it is. Oh no. Oh no. Oh gosh, that's what I very much strayed from my sketch there and just made a monster. Having a stroke. Oh no. I mean, you just got off work, so you're resetting into normal brain mode. And so it's just like, maybe. I don't know. Maybe not normal brain mode. It's resetting. I don't know. Sometimes I just say words and they come out of my mouth and I'm like, what? And my brain is like, dude, I don't know. I'm just doing my best here, please. And then my brain is like, let's just dance to some music real quick. And I'm like, okay. I like how yesterday Psych was like, Yakuza is like your forever hyperfixation, and it's like, I mean, maybe, but like Vocaloid and vocal synths are definitely like, they're definitely a longer standing hyperfixation so far. If I'm still hyperfixating on Yakuza in 8 years. I'm trying to think of like when exactly I got into Yakuza. It was definitely before I debuted. But I don't know. I don't remember exactly when. But yeah, if I'm still into Yakuza in 8 years, then it's a strong contender. My name is James Bond. My James have Jambulance. Yeah, Lisa just needs to take a little brain break. It's okay. This is a good place to do that. I think perspective is like something that I still have a few struggles with, but that's okay. Okay, I'm back. That joke broke me for a second. You were the one that made it. But welcome back. I'm trying to remember like what the next Majima Everywhere that Psyche is gonna encounter is. Because we got Policeman Majima, which is like the first one. I'm just trying to think of like what order the other ones are. Because Gotomi is like not until like a while into it. Not busting out laughing. I kept saying Jokai. Apparently I developed a new dialect. Majima! Hello? Where was he? I heard him. Hello? I can still hear his encounter music. Yeah, I think I missed him. Where did he show up? We missed our Majima. Where did he go? Where is he? I'm gonna... The sound alert, like, calmed down as soon as the song did. It was boku boku. Okay, now to... line... jump scare teams would be funny. I don't know, cause like, cause I have the roar sound alert. That's about it. I think I might still have the heckin' phasmophobia like ghost sound, but I don't know. That doesn't do anything for me anymore. Like I'm being dragged into Mario Kart. Oh, have fun! I haven't played Mario Kart in months. Hopefully you get first place, Sarisa. Well, I can't get jump scared by it then. Because I'm being attacked. Hello, Psych. How is your day going? Are you just stopping by to lurk real quick? Or are you able to still hang out for the last 20 minutes? What? Got off work early? Fantastic! I don't know why I looked grumpy there for a second. But yeah, I think it depends on the situation on whether or not it'll get me jump scared. Because if I'm focused on something, it'll get me. But like, abs look great. Oh yes, yes, totally, yes. Mm-hmm. But yeah, we were just talking about you. I was saying how I'm glad that you're enjoying Yakuza. Machi-seki, no. Yeah, how was work? Hopefully eventful? Maybe? I don't know. I would assume it's more eventful than the one where like basically you didn't even have to really go. It was meh, I went by in flash. Well, that's good. That's good that it went by fast at the very least. I know my work dragged on. Cause they forgot to turn on the music. So I was just standing there having like just thinking about like random things. I got a song stuck in my head and I was just like, Got the Grimace birthday meal from McDonald's for lunch. Oh, nice. I feel like I haven't had McDonald's in a while. But like I miss the nuggies. Does the Grimace meal have an option of nuggets, or is it just a burger that you can have? I think it's nuggets. I don't know. I was gonna ask how the shake was, but I know we have different tastes for like things, so I don't know if Big Mac or a 10-piece. Ooh, okay. So maybe I can try it. Maybe. I want to either power through the first Kuze fight with no healing items or replay the game up until the Wait, did you get stuck? Did you get stuck for the Kuze fight? Are you not able to go back and get healing items? Because I feel... And that is a possibility sometimes, I think. I didn't like it. It was very berry flavored. Okay. Well, I think... What kind of berry would you describe it as? Because I've just seen that it's berry flavor, but like what is it? Oh, it's probably like a mix of berries, isn't it? Blueberry? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I've ever had like a blueberry smoothie type of thing. But I'd be willing to give it a try. You got stuck. Oh no. I'm trying to remember. This is the cutie with Madzima. It's my OC. My OC. Their name is Takehiko. And they're a nervous bean. But I have some backstory that basically they kind of hook up somewhere in the 10-year span of Kiryu being in jail. I haven't actually figured out an actual like year, but it's just somewhere in that ballpark. Oh gosh. Got 2 healing items, but I had to use them right away because Snake Man kept jumping. Wait, Snake Man. You're playing Zero. Snake Man. I'm trying to remember who that is. I'm sorry, Zach, it's very early. It's very early in Zero. I'm sorry. You both are playing the other game for the. Ooh. No, Psych. I did tell you. You have to play 1 and 0 before you play 2. You can't play 2 without playing both 1 and 0. So it's not 3 games away. It's your next game. No, you play 2 after you play 1 and 0. It doesn't matter too much if you play 1 or 0 first. It's just you need to play both of them before you play 2. Don't worry, fail from Oh, okay. Yeah, I okay. Oh, I think I know who you're talking about for Snake Guy. I think? I could be wrong, but I think I know who you're talking about. I won't talk more about it, but my Xephoria is starting screen between my own commissions. Maybe. I don't know. Probably. I might be able to do that. Would this be? I'll figure that part out later. But maybe. You said you wanted you and Kiryu, yeah? I haven't drawn Kiryu yet. I've drawn a lot of Majima, but I haven't drawn a Kiryu. I'm starting with 0 because I'm using my vastly superior number system. Can I have that movie? Yeah, I would figure you would have wanted it. Imagine drawing that much Majima and not his boyfriend. I know. Because I'm busy shipping myself with Majima. No time to actually draw it. Because Majima has 2 hands. Because he didn't want any competition. No, okay. So I promise you, it's not an Inuyasha situation. Kiryu still is alive and well. That was Majima's boyfriend. Okay, so I live vicariously through my OC here, so this is how I can hold Majima's hand. unless it's Yakuza 0 Majima, then it's me that can hold his hand. because of lore, this character would not be old enough. Hello Majima. Look at you, it's you. But yeah. You're in a flood warning. Oh no. Be safe. I don't know how those situations work, but please be safe. I'm in an area that's not very prone to natural disasters, so please be safe. I don't know what other advice to give. Why is it so loud? What? The Majima? It has it been loud this whole time? I know I'm not doing desktop audio. Majima is like 300 times volume. Oh. And nobody told me. Wait, no, Triggerfire is like... Triggerfire is at like almost -6. Oh, is he loud? Let me move that over there so that way I can see everything. I thought the Majima jump scare was on purpose. I can activate it and you can watch the levels. Okay, I'm looking. I'm looking. It's in the middle of the yellow. I'm louder than the Majima. But I can turn it down a little bit more if need be. There we go. I have it down to -10. Out. You're not louder than the Majima? What do you mean? Majima was in the middle of the yellow. I keep going into the red. I'm just trying to help. Okay, well I have fixed it, so we'll see. We'll see. About the same. Yeah. So I don't know. Cause I know Psych, like when I watch your streams I have to like turn my computer volume, like I have to turn it to like 25. It's usually at like, what volume is it at? I have it like 16. It's not a problem if the redeems are louder since they're just maybe quick fun anyway, true. So maybe not. I'll have it to like 8. Maybe, no, not 8, but like 9. I don't know. Maybe at 25, yeah. Well, like I have to have you at 25. And then I have everything else at 14, or else everything's too loud. Anyways, I'm going to shame you in the most joking way possible for making your OC/slash Majima blatant age gap situation. Okay, so... I'm trying to... I don't even looking hard for that excuse. Well, no, I had to be like, okay, what was the age difference again? And I was like, okay. Like I had to go through steps of just like, okay, because in the time frame of Yakuza 0, this character is like 12. Majima is 24, I think, in that time frame. They meet in passing. There's no feelings in that time frame. Nothing. They don't even know. They don't even exchange names. Passing. And then they meet. They either meet in the time frame of Kiryu in jail or like. No, it's close to that. And then that's when they. But they are both consenting adults. They are both consenting adults. They probably could have been part of the Pocket Circuit sub-story, honestly. Please read the question. What? 12? Or was there another? For the commission, would you be willing to come up with an entirely original Yakuza outfit for me? I can pay extra. Ooh. Possibly. I would have to look into, I think I could do that. Because I had to look into, I mean, honestly, my OC's fashion isn't like super time accurate for this outfit or for the hairstyle. But like I can look into like popular suits. Something with as little white as possible. Maybe. I think that could work. So, like, no brain. Don't think of Majima's suit in the later games that we have not played. Don't think about that. That was the outfit. Looks like the PO from... Okay, Google, help me again with this situation. Doppio. Jojo. Back to your OCL. I'm legitimately seeing similarities. What are you talking about? I haven't finished all the details. They don't have a window. They don't have a window. Their tummy is hidden. I just haven't went out through all the details of like all the lines here, but like the hand makes it look, because I need to go back and fix the hand, but they do not have a boob window. They don't have a booba window. Don't worry about that. I'm gonna draw the hand later because I don't feel like drawing a hand right now. Or the sushi. I'm not drawing the sushi right now. But yeah, they no. This isn't Twitter to consenting adults isn't a problematic relationship because you can't understand the fact that a happy couple has a yeah. Cause yeah. Now if it was a thing of like they had an established relationship when this one was younger, then that would be problematic. But like like people exist. People exist at different times. Yes, they are NB. They're more mask leaning, but yes, they are NB. And they're a shy sweetie. They like UFO catchers. They're really good at UFO catchers. Going until 7 or 8. I wish. Maybe someday, but I can't believe I was so flustered that I didn't even line and like Majima's face. I'm just like, let's start with the chest. Yes, this is a real thing of drama on Twitter where some tweens can't understand the facts that you can find love later in life, and some are like, yeah. Like, as long as it started, like, as long as it's, like, when they are consenting, like, it's fine. Because, like, like I said, I don't have, like, exact years, like, planned out, but, like, let me look at my toy house link, because, like, my OC would be, at least 22, I think, if I've established it correctly. Their name is Tomita Takehiko. Tomita Takehiko. They're 5'7", if you're curious. Let's see. No, the about. Yeah, so bare minimum at the time of actually forming a relationship, 22, if not older. Because I have, like I said, I haven't established like the actual year, but bare minimum. Not Takehiko. I can actually copy and paste the kanji that I picked out for their name. That's their name. That's their name in kanji. it took me a really long time to pick out their name. I was just like, okay, they're born in this year. What are popular naming schemes for people in this year? Yeah, Takehiko, Tomita. Tomita, I believe, is the first name if I have the order correct. But I usually just call them Takehiko. God, I didn't have a Twitter until I was 19 because my latest ex was in her late 20s when we dated. Oh no. I feel like Twitter is also like changed in how it works. I don't know. I remember I got a notification being like, "Hey," for my main Twitter. It's like, "Hey, your account's like 14 years old," and it's like, "I've been here for 14 years." What? Surprised I haven't found any JoJo references in Yakuza. Yeah, I looked it up, and there's apparently one, like a future one, but I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised with the localization team if they like even like would add something, but I don't know. And one, but there might be, I don't know. Because I was looking because you were like, there's a lot of similarities between this plot line and this specific JoJo part, and I was like, huh, I wonder if like it maybe like inspired it or something. And I saw like people talking about references, but nothing that was explicit. I saw a post. I saw something like in passing. I didn't look into it, but like that it was inspired by One Piece of all things, and I was like, huh. I'm just thickening the lines a little bit here and there. I don't know. I might change that later. Twitter is directly responsible for so many people being poorly adjusted and right. There is Yakuza 1 is almost identical to JoJo. I can't even I can't I can't even like say whether or not like no, because I don't know enough about JoJo to be like no. But like I don't know, there's so many story beats that you go past and you're like, oh, this is this JoJo part, and I'm like, okay. How about I mention something that happens in JoJo and you give me a facial reaction of if it happens later? You know what? Sure. I will try to make them very subtle facial expressions. I'm gonna regret this necklace. Oh gosh. That's fine. I'll just redraw that line. Motivation ga shinderu. Motivation ga shinderu. You know what? I'll do the necklace later. Oh, also, I finished Ishin yesterday. So now I'll be going to play 3 with my elf. So there's a plot point in 5 where the main cast has to hide on a train while the bad guys chase them, and one of the bad guys uses an ability to poison the entire train, and that's so silly. Doom 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 boom boom doom ba doom ba doom doom. Okay. Well, you can rest assured that it's not a 1-for-1 then. I know that part's gonna give me trouble, and I'm probably gonna have to fix it later. Does Kiryu have to hide on a mode of transportation and watch people around him die while the bad guys look for them? I'm thinking, give me a second. Did I just... Okay, that might have been outside. I thought I heard a guy being like, hello. But maybe it's a neighbor or something. It's me out here playing Yakuza with you. Well, it sounded like a deeper voice. Like just hello. Like it wasn't a voice that I recognize. Like, okay, how do I explain it? Somebody's dad voice. Like a father from like a literal father. What you mean I'm old enough to be a dad? I don't know. I'm almost 30. Time is a struggle, but also time as a concept. Yeah, that's fine. That's a fine line. Okay, before I get lost too much in Majima's legs. It's a little bit past 6. Although I do want to keep going though. Why can't I stream every day, dude? Man, I just like hanging out with you, Iggies. Time is a social construct created by adults to contain children. As they do. I don't know. Sometimes I say dude. Dude, is it not good for me to say dude? Okay. So I suppose it is time for me to... Where's OBS? There it is. That was fine. I've never heard you. Never... Have you? I feel like I would. I feel like I accidentally say it on stream all the time. Okay. Well, so let me go ahead and move my stuff around so that way we can find somebody to raid, because I'm pretty sure a certain someone is streaming. I saw them earlier, and they did say that they were going to be streaming today, so hopefully everything went well for them and they're still streaming. Let me see. Someone that we know very well. Now seems like the perfect time to start a hype train. Oh my gosh, can you imagine? Bailey, is Bailey streaming? Wait, let me actually check. No, Bailey is not streaming, Sag. One day Bailey will stream. Okay. So, I don't know, I'm guessing who you're talking about. Okay. But let me think of let me see. Okay. This is gonna be the raid message for today, because we're raiding Mooncalf Peach, my friend. She hasn't streamed in so long, and so She's streaming today, and she's playing something with her hyperfixation right now. Girlfriend, that's true. But yes, Peach knows very much about my hyperfixation with Majima. I don't know if it's to her distress or not. A gremlin mode at the very end. Fitting. Very fitting. Oh, I need to change some of the settings for this one, but that's fine. I'm a little bit more wiggly than usual. But yes. Thank you everybody for joining me today. Let's see. Oh, I was like, what are we doing this week? We're gonna be playing the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles starting on Wednesday, which is a set of 2 games. It's gonna take us a while to go through. Thank you for the stretch and the hydrate. Did I hydrate when nobody? I feel like nobody redeemed some stuff, and I might have forgot to do that because I was probably on a. Anyway, I will see you guys next Wednesday. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Okay, now I gotta make sure that goes through, so that way I can unmute